What it do? What it do? What it do? YouTube. It's your boy Greenleaf exclusive. Back at it, man. On top of the morning, man. Um, Here to discuss some Houston Rockets talk, and we got to break down and talk about the game last night from my perspective. Uh, a lot went on last night, man. We just, what I'm saying, committed a 7 hour stream, bro, on season opening night. I plan to do the Lakers and Warriors game, but it got, got to some, some exclusive Rockets talk last night. Y'all check out that, post game avenue, and it is what it is. But I want to talk about, and salute to the chat, man. If you're new to this, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. Salute to everybody's in the building. Salute everybody. What's good? Top of the morning. Bless up to everybody in the building. Bless up to everybody in the building. What's good? What's good, Wise? Wise Citizen in the building. Salute. What up, Zachary? Zachary saying, what's good? Good morning, bro. Good morning, man. GMs. My boy Broderick in the building. He say, damn, Green, Tyree had you up all night. Get some rest, bro. Hey, man, I'm good, bro. I'm back at it like one of them addicts. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I'm back at it, Broderick. I'm back at it, G. We're gonna talk. If y'all can hear me clearly, press 1. I think I'm having some issues. Am I good? My mic static? Is it good, bro? Is my mic right? Press 1, y'all. Give me a heads up. What's going down? My mic is right. But yeah, Tyrese, and I'm still on his knock because ain't nobody talking about it. Everybody want to talk about Reed Shepard and Armin Thompson, which is granted. But what I'm saying, I'm here to say what I feel. You know what I'm saying? I ain't listening to what no nigga say right now. You feel me? Everybody has their perspective, opinions, and and that's cool. So I respect it. But it is what it is, bro. Hey, shout out to JR Bennett in the building. What up, JR? Top of the morning, man. Bless up, bro. What's good? Salute. My boy Zep Ops in the building. Zep Op, he said KD sold the game before the overtime. He should have hit the free throw. Facts. It's a lot of things that went. It was a lot that went on in that game, for a possible win for the Houston Rockets. I mean, this team, big lineup and all, Reed Shepard, how y'all feel about Reed, Armin Thompson catching cramps, Tyrese and folding, KD folding. And this is why I don't care what nobody say. I don't put my name on nothing. But if you're gonna put my name on it, then I'm gonna speak up for myself. I've been said it. This is why Fred VanVleet was so important for this team. Period, bro. Period. I've been said this. You can't tell me what I said and none of that. Ticket. I heard your video last night, bro. Shout out to you, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I've been saying this before Ticket came out his mouth saying it. I covered the whole stream with Fred VanVleet going down. Go back to the ACL Fred VanVleet stream. Over 3 weeks ago, a month ago, before training camp, I said everything in 5 minutes, 7 minutes. That's how quick it was. I get to the point. I get straight to the point. But that's a part of why the Rockets lost. Armin Thompson is not there as a lead point guard, and Reed Shepard it is not up to par yet. And turnovers, letting Shea get loose. I think Armin Thompson did a hell of a job at the beginning of the game, first quarter, out playing Shea Gilgeous on both ends. But when that nigga Tyrese come in the game and start, having a clear path to the rack for Shea Gilgeous to get going on an easy layup, like out of all people, Tyrese gets lost on the mission defensively. Like, come on, bro. And we want to point at Reed Shepard. I'm gonna cover all the guys because I don't want to seem like Reed Shepard didn't do his job or KD and Ime Udoka's coaching schemes. I don't want to make it seem like that. Like, my panel's my panel, and my guys are my guys. I like my my squad, my peoples on my panels to point out things that I'm not saying, or seeing. You feel me? That's why iron sharpens iron over here. And credit to them. So at the same time, it came down to a lot of things, man. It came down to a lot of things. What up? What up? What's good? What's good? What up, King Solomon? Whip it in the building. Slade in the building. Slade in the building. Everybody say Hardstein got away with a lot of fouls. Facts. JD needs to be in. Think about trading Tyree for a decent score like Malik Monk. I would say this, bro. Like Tyrese got to play this bitch out. Now, if he keeps it up, yeah, he gonna get traded. Like I said, he played bad. Reese Shepard went up to par. I believe he shot like 3 for 11, but he started the game 2 for 4, so he was having a good rhythm. It just came down to big time minutes, and we all said if give Reese Shepard more playing time, maybe he'll look better. I don't believe Reese Shepard's trash. He just have to, speed up the, you know what I'm saying, what we got going on. I didn't like him passing up shots, acting like he didn't want to, not saying like he didn't want to give it to KD, but it happened. It happened. I seen sometimes he passed up different, saying looks and things like that. So, yeah, man. Hey, what up, Roy? Roy Montez in the building. The Prince in the building. What's good, the Prince? Salute. Salute. What's popping? What's popping? Mike is right. Mike is right. What up, no more? Salute to you. Grand Rising, homie. Jeremy Charles. Man, this nigga Jeremy. What up, OKC Jeremy? He said SGA missing free throws as well. Missing free throws as well. I mean, he did, but you know what I'm saying? Some calls SGA is SGA. I didn't expect KD to miss free throws. I didn't expect SGA to miss the free throws. That's why the game was the game. You know what I'm saying? But I think, our free throws, because we missed our free throws, KD, in crunch time, clutch time, and we brought your ass over here for that moment, bro. Like, and it was a lot of try to find KD and try to give it to KD and make something happen type shit. Which I said I didn't want this to happen. You know what I'm saying? I know, Mr. Miles, shout out to my brother, Mr. Miles, he trying to stamp that he said that, this, I didn't want KD like this, but nigga, give me my credit. I said it before all that, bro. Like, and I'm a basketball guy. I'm a hooper. I'm your hooper's hooper. So what I'm saying is, I don't want KD at 37 years old, no Fred VanVleet out there going isolation mode like he in Brooklyn, just going for the gusto. I don't want that shit all season long. That's wear and tear on a 37-year-old KD, and then you don't have Fred, so you don't have nobody to sit up. The offense, we had more turnovers last night than OKC. Now OKC is one of them teams we lost by 1 point, fellas, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, good morning, top of the morning. So this is understandable. This is understood where the Rockets are young. They don't have a true point guard. But like I said, this is the season. I'm not finna overreact on Reese Shepard or Armin Thompson. Armin Thompson catching cramps and shit, like all kind of shit, bro. Like, what's up? What's up? Is he doing too much? Better drink some water. You gotta drink some water, man. A Kogi making dumb mistake, book fouls and stuff like that, like from the 3 to close the half, that could have dictated the game. KD missing free throws. Like, it's a lot that happened, and it was a great game. It was a great game. And if you're gonna lose a game like that, you lose it to a team like that. Going to double overtime, coming down to free throws, coming down to defensive stops, defensive plays, everything like that. That's what you get from basketball. And we did all that without a true point guard developed yet. So when I say that championship is out the window for me, because I want to see my team, without Fred VanVleet action, that's what I mean, bro. I want to see what this team is capable of. Hold on, y'all. 1 sec. So yeah, man, I'm just saying, bro. A lot of things went to that game. A lot of things went to that game. It was a hellified, you know, first game of the season. And it is what it is, man. Shout out to Jeremy Charles, SGA, OKC. What's up, Jeremy? Object like no other. What's good? What's good? P, get off. He say Reed defense is so bad. Hey, and you know, I would, attest to that. He has to pick it up, bro. And that's what I mean about throwing him out there with the Wolves. The more playing time, the more experience he gets, the more he can knock them rusty legs off, them shaky knees off. Like he started the game 2 for 4. Like he was comfortable with the game more than Tyrese. So Ime Udoka trusted him being out there more than Tyrese. And people still ain't mentioned Tyrese. I don't know what it is. I know what I seen from Tyrese, and it wasn't him. And I'm gonna put it out there. He said, yes, it's too big. Arena for Reed. He only second year. What a Red Lobo. Salute to my dog, the homie Red Lobo. What's good, OG? What's good, G? What it do? What it do? Salute to the chat as well. Why Citizen said, why Adams out there if he ain't getting rebounds too? I mean, I think Adams led the team in rebounds. But he said rebounds too. Thought it had too many offensive rebounds. Capella deserved more minutes over Adams. Now, hold on, let me pull up the stats. Because I believe Steven Adams, I rebound the OKC team and our team. He was leading the rebound. If I'm not mistaken, wise. But in certain spots, I get you. You might, you know what I'm saying? Legs might be tired. You know what I'm saying? He a heavy dude, big dude. So you want to, switch it up. And that goes to Ime Udoka. Let me talk about Ime Udoka real quick. Cause I wouldn't say it got heated, but we got to talk about Ime Udoka. As far as scheme of things on offense, and like I said, they tried to do the same thing with Steven Silas. And yes, I'm bringing up Steven Silas. No, he's not that coach, but he didn't get the opportunity like having a squad like that. But what I'm saying is, what I'm trying to get to is Steven Silas is not a defensive or, leader of men type of, big chest dude like Ime Udoka is. You feel me? So the coaching is different. Ime went to the finals. You see how he turned the squad around just by his presence alone, just by his schemes, defensive mentality first, and get it done on the defensive end. So you got to give credit what credit's due on that end. So if we want to talk about the offensive, things and stuff like that, that could be something to talk about. I don't see the big issue with no scheme of things like that. I mean, you rocking with who you rocking with. You trust who you trust. You play the players who you playing. I think this team would be totally different if Fred VanVleet was out there. You're pure coach, like we said last night. Guys are saying last night, Ime can't go out there and dribble the ball for them or set up plays, and they know what to do. So if Amen Thompson, he's thinking about being a point guard, getting an assist, but he's not that at an NBA level yet. You know what I'm saying? He's pure with his game and things like that, getting done. He's a high level player, elite. Reed Shepard's not there yet as well. But I don't think that the coaching, as far as like I said, offensive schemes, setting up schemes, that's not totally on Ime Udoka. That could be some of his staff. Like Ime Udoka's job as far as an offensive coach is totally different than offensive coordinator type degree. Like we talk about all these coaches, I don't really see no head honcho coach. Mike Malone got fired. He's an offensive minded coach and wants you to play defense. Where is he? So when the fan base get the pointed finger at the coach, and now we shifting coaches, but y'all want to talk about these players. We don't want to talk about these players. These players got to get it done. They said they have more IQ on the court. And it seems to me that Fred was the IQ. LP went 39-12. Let me pull up the stats. Albert Shingun went what? He had 39-12 last night. 11-7. 39 points, 7 assists. Oh, let me put it on the screen. Let me put it on the screen real quick, family. Once again, my salute to everybody that's in the building. Good morning, top of the morning. Get your money. Salute to everybody that's listening. If you're on the road, we're doing a little recap. On the game last night because it was a lot going on. And it's a lot of shit. So let me take this out. So yeah, man, hold on. So yeah, LP at 39, 7-11. Are we gonna blame LP? Are we gonna blame me Udoka for not letting LP cook, being the best player on the team? We gonna cook KD for not going for 25. It's just the moments of the game. Kevin Durant damn near on some Chris Webber shit. Chris Webber calling a timeout when you know damn well you ain't got no goddamn timeouts, KD. What IQ at? You been playing the basketball too goddamn long. You know who understand the moment? A goddamn point guard. A point guard will understand certain looking at the shot clock, making decisions. Is it LP time? Is it Armin time? Is it Jabari time to set up? He's cooking early on in the game, getting comfortable. That's all point guard duties, and that's what I want to see from Armin Thompson and Reed Sheppard. I'm not finna just saying kick the tires. If we're gonna blame somebody, I'm blaming Tari Eason. I'm standing on this shit. He folded. He suckered up. Straight up. He said I'm on KD 216 shots. He played timid. He did, man. You know what I'm saying? They trying to adjust to KD, and KD don't want to step on these young niggas' toes. He said that when he came in the door. Hey, man, I'm just coming here to do my job. I ain't trying to, get into the young guys' way. This is why I come over here. So these young guys, Armin Thompson, Reed Sheppard, Jabari, Tari, LP, can get off, can go to work. And I don't have to, just give me the ball. And that's what happened last night. They kept giving them the ball, looking for KD. What KD at? I'm in trouble. Give it to KD. And I said, I don't want none of this shit. I don't want no Brooklyn Nets KD over here like that at 37 years old, bro. With this young group that don't know how to be, efficient is what setting up the offense for a go-to. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, squad, we trying to make a gumbo, but some niggas don't know how to make that shit. You know what I'm saying? We just throwing shit out there. Oh, we gonna start with the double big lineup. Tyrese and on another one. Like all kind of stuff goes into it, bro. Say trade Tyrese. Who else in the building, man? Who else in the building? What up, Nuclear? Nuclear in the building. Say so, squad. Just rewatch the game. Trade Tyree and get Ube Jr. I don't have the nerve for this. Hey, I feel you, Nuclear. I feel you. And Tyrese should be a goddamn shame on himself. He should be ashamed. Out of all players from the young core, he's the one to disrupt some shit. Hold on, my headphone. He's the one to disrupt some stuff. He didn't accept the contract. So that's in the back of his mind to prove himself and things like that. And Laro come up here last night. Oh, it's just game one. Yeah, because why? Because I'm cooking Tyrese. You ain't got that smoke for nobody else. And then as soon as J-Dog say, yeah, Tyrese, yeah, Tyrese didn't, if he would have came out and made a bucket, just like we was on Jalen Green here in the playoffs, you would have made a bucket, it would have been a different outcome. And you want to agree with that shit when I've been saying that the whole goddamn time. That's why I say they be trolling me. You know what I'm saying? But I understand they try to get the best out of me, make me really get to the sauce. That's why I rock with my squad. I fucks with Laro. I fucks with everybody that come on my panel. Don't get it twisted. I might get a little turned up, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We grown men, we move on, nigga. We move on. It is what it is. P get off say Adams most rebounds. Yeah, facts. Yeah. Like I said, Adams with 13 rebounds. Alp was close to it with 11. So yeah, I mean Steven Adams did his job. He out rebounded and he grabbed 13 boards in the starting lineup. Alper Shingle did his job. I believe KD did his job. He just had some mishaps. You know what I'm saying? Just like Ahmed Thompson. Ahmed Thompson had 10 points in the first quarter and then scored 8 points the rest of the game. Defense is heavy, man. And for Shai Gilgeous to get off like that, it started with that boy Tyrese. His fight temptation ass. Whatever he want to be. He want to be an Isley brother and shit. Be on stage dancing and you know what I'm saying, all that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's him. I'm talking about him, Tyrese. You feel me? Yeah, I'm focused on basketball. I'm focused on championship. I didn't see no level of championship basketball play from Tyrese at all. We talking about a dude in year 4. We talking about Tyrese who missed 20, who played 22 games when Ime Udoka first got here. Who missed 30 games in the second year Ime Udoka was here. So we talking about a bitch fit nigga that's upset, disgruntled because the league ain't got him top 100. We looking at Cam Whitmore. We talking about Jalen Green and getting them out of here and moving on from them. And this dude right here in our face trying to play his cards. Tyrese, better get your shit together, brother. It is game 1. And I hope you prove me wrong. But at the end of the day, I call it like it is. Who else we got in the building real quick before I drop the link? King Solomon was good. What's good, King? The gospel was good. Wise Citizen says Josh Okogie look nice and Holiday Davidson needs some minutes. I mean, that's a high stake game. You want to play the guys that you want to put in front of the season. You know what I'm saying? Tyrese and Clint Capella off the bench, Reed Shepherd. So you're gonna push those guys ahead first. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're throwing JD out there real quick, that shows your trust level in Reed Shepherd. Are y'all out on Reed Shepherd already? Are y'all out on Reed Shepherd like just like that? Somebody tell me, man. Somebody tell me. Who else we got in the building? Devin Richards in the building. Salute, Devin. He say Sengun should have went to the line at the end of regulation when obviously fouled him. Facts. That's another part of the details. You know, missed calls. You know what I'm saying? You got to fight through that with the refs and all that. You know, I know Mars talking about he's Alper Sengun soft and things like that. Yeah, you know, play, but Alp was cooking. And you know, every shot is not a good shot. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have bad shots throughout the game. Just don't cherry pick the bad over the good sometimes. They try to get on me all the time on LP. I try to have constructive criticism on LP. They think I'm hating. You know, when you're a coach, you gotta be heavy on the best player. If not, I was told coming up, you know what I'm saying, through AAU hooping, fundamental basketball as a youngin', then I got to the higher levels, it was still the same deal. If the coach ain't paying no attention to you, you in trouble. If he ain't barking at you, if he ain't showing you no attention, he must not care. But if I'm always on your ass, if I'm always trying to get you right, that means I believe something in you. You got something that these dudes don't have. Period. I mean, that's life too. Op Hunter in the building. Hey, salute to Devin Hunter, man. One of the members, bro. Salute. He said Ime might need to watch Almond so he don't be injury prone. I mean, yeah, but injuries are part of the game. He young. Almond got a bag coming up. I don't need him to be on no Tyrese and shit. 23 years old, 24 years old, and can't play back to backs, load managing, and you want $20+ million. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I do agree that they need to be careful, watch him. And a nigga just need to drink some water. He cramping up and shit. He just drink some water, right? Drink some water, Armin Thompson. Let's see. I'm just trying to see some new faces. I ain't got to yet. Work dude in the building. What's up with it? Trey Tyree and fire Ime and Rockets will unlock another gear. Man, hey. All right then. I guess, bro. TJ, what's good with the TJ Leaf? He said Reed Shepard can't guard a parking spot. God damn. Yeah. Reed Shepard was getting blown by easily, bro. Like, that put pressure on the defense. You know, he had a lot of SJ moments on him. And, you know, SJ is just SJ. You know, and I think what I said was, you know, the string prior to the game lifted off that you're not going to stop Shai. And that's another point I thought to get to. You're not going to stop Shai. You just slow him down, try to maintain him. You know, so make him play both ends of the court. And I think they went away from that. I don't know if Armin Thompson cramping was creeping up on him during the second half or whatnot. I don't know if he was overly prepared, or he landed wrong, whatever the case may be. But I think Armin Thompson did a good job in the first half, in the first quarter, primarily on Shai. He did a good job on Shai, but Shai just took over. Shai being the MVP, the champion that he is, you know, you got to tip your head to that, bro. And he worked magic. He was being patient and waiting for his opportunity. And Tyrese and punk ass got him started. He got him started. What up, B? My dog B in the building. He say we still win if Armin don't go down. Mm-hmm. What up, Al Hunter? Super Al Hunter in the super chat. He said, who you trust at point guard right now? Armin. I mean, I don't trust nobody because they haven't proven it yet. I can't trust anything if I haven't seen it at the highest level that it's capable of. Now, there's some work to be done. We only lost by 1 point. If we would have won a game, I could be having a different tone. We could be having a different tone. But what I'm looking at is we have upside. We just went toe to toe with the champs on opening night, and we haven't figured nothing out yet. It's the second time we've seen this big lineup, you know, out there, and we put it on the biggest stage. So it's some work to be done, and you can tweak some things as the season goes on. You know, if it doesn't work with the biggest and best of the best, you know what I'm saying? You can work some things out. So at the same time, we still have some work to do. It's still some work to be done. Let me see who else I got. Rowe in the building say no need to panic yet. 2 overtime on the road against best team in the league. Yeah, facts. We lost by 1 point, ladies and gentlemen. We lost by 1 point, so ain't no panicking. You feel me? Ain't no panicking, but you got to point out the obvious. You know what I'm saying? You got to take the good with the bad, or you got to take the bad with the good, however you want to phrase it. You did. So here's what I'm gonna do. We 30 minutes to the stream. Let me drop the link. We're gonna cook on at the top of the morning, bro. We're gonna do something different. Y'all smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. We got over 60, 70 people close in the building. Let's get them likes up. Like button, easy, free. It's free. It's free, man. But I want to hear what y'all have to say about it. Come on, man. I didn't want them. Oh, there you go. Hey, Reggie. Hey, Reg, you there?
Yeah, what up? Yeah,
what's up with it, Red? Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me, bro? Because I know my shit lagging a little bit. So,
yeah, I hear you just fine.
Okay. Yeah, what you got on it, Red? What you got on it? Whether you agree or
Yes.
disagree with me, Brad.
Nah, I think everybody made good points. You right now, I was listening, and yesterday I was listening. I didn't come in after the game because I went to sleep for the post game show, but I listened when I woke up, and I know it was, you know what I'm saying, it was jumping. Great opening night stream. You know, a lot of people pulled up and they had a lot to say, bro. And this is one of those situations where even though I say like I would disagree with some of the guys, they weren't wrong. Like everybody made good points. Um, as far as what you said right now, I agree. It's just one game. What I will say, which I haven't heard nobody talk about it too much, um, Alpila is great. I think that's one thing. I don't think Alpila looks fantastic. I want to talk about Reece Shepard for a little bit. Uh, he is whether it wasn't the plan for him to be this, but he is now the most one a very important piece for us, bro. Like I watched him, and the things I liked that I seen, he's more confident. I think Ime gave him the green light, which I think he should to get his confidence up. Um, he's a little weak, man. Like that jumper, when it's going in, a lot of his shots they were short off the rim. Like if you watched him shoot, you know what I'm saying? Like it was, you know, he need a little bit more power in them shots. You know what I mean? Get his legs up on him a little bit. On defense, he was a cone straight up. Like we all called that. So I don't know how they gonna fix that or improve that. But offensively, um, his handles, bro, they kind of tight. I didn't know. I mean, we didn't. I didn't. I was surprised he can't pass worth lick, but he's the best ball handler on the team right now without Fred. Like his handles is tight. Him and Aaron Holiday, Reed got some time. I was like, okay, like he wasn't getting stripped. He was, you know what I'm saying? He had that thing. I'm like, okay, he got him on the string. He navigating, you know, they pressing him full court. They trapping him. He picking. I'm like, okay, I like what okay. If he can just kind of learn how to run an offense and make the right reads, like passing the ball, he can get the hockey assist. He ain't got to get the drop 10 dimes a game. But if he can do that, I would feel comfortable him being our starting point guard. I know he gonna get cooked defensively, but it's like you got to give up something to get something. Amon's a better defender, but Amon's not a point guard. I'm sorry. I know I'm gonna catch hell for this, and a lot of guys gonna pull up and be on my head talk about this. I do not care. Amon Thompson is not a point guard. He will never be a point guard. Can he? Times where he can run the break and make plays and do this and that as a secondary playmaker, et cetera, et cetera. Sure, Amon Thompson is not a point guard, bro, and he will never be that. At least for this season. Um, that's really what I wanted to harp on. The KD stuff. Um, we just going to, and a lot of the issues with KD getting him working to the offense is from the point guard perspective. Like, and it's an email issue too. A lot of people we can't let email slide, bro. I fuck with email, I love him. Excuse me, I rock with email, I love him. But this loss, I'm gonna put it at Ime's feet. I'm not gonna blame Ahmed. I'm not blaming Reed. I'm not blaming Alp. Don't deserve no blame. He did his thing. A+ performance last night. This not even KD's fault. This is Ime Udoka's fault. That's all. That's what I got to say.
Put it on email. All right. King, I'm gonna keep it moving real quick. Red, salute to you, bro. Hey, King, what you got, King?
What's
Salute, bro.
happening? What it do, man?
What
Salute
it
to
do?
you,
What it
man.
do?
Salute to the
Salute.
chat. Salute to the panel. I'm glad you started this stream, man. Hoping we can get into some real basketball talk about last night. It was just way too many emotions, on last night's stream. Which is kind of to be expected. It was a good, close, competitive game. You know what I'm saying? Against with two teams in the West, we gonna be battling with each other. So um my overall take stays the same. There's certain aspects of it, certain points of the game that we can look at. I think a couple people in the chat kind of spoke to it. I think the most unfortunate thing last night was Almond with the leg cramps, and I halfway want to be upset with him. The fact that you cramping up in the first game of the season, you got 37, 36-year-old KD ain't cramp up. You got all these other players on the team don't cramp up, but you cramping up in the first game of the season. But at the end of the day, I mean, it is what it is. I think if we got him for them overtimes, we win that game. Because what he brought to the team, what he brings to the team on both ends of the court, there's nobody else on the team that does it. You know what I'm saying? So, once you get everybody in, we'll tap in with, the game. But my sentiments is the same from last night, bro.
Yeah, man. Because I really want to harp on, and I want y'all to, enlighten me about this Ime Udoka situation. You feel me? As far as his scheme of things on the offensive. But let me get to my boy B before we open it up. Hey B, what you got, B? What it do?
What up, Green? What's the deal, bro?
What's up, brother?
Ain't nothing, bro. You a fool, dog. I was tapped in last night, the whole 7 hours, dog. You had me rolling, bro. But it was a good game, dog. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Soon as that last play in the first half of Kogi foul, buddy, bro, I just had that feeling, bro. Like, bro, that's finna come back and bite us in the ass. We're gonna end up losing, bro. And I was obviously, when you lose a game like that, it ain't no one play that caused you to lose. It's a multitude of things. You can always pick out any play you want to or any player you want to and say, he did this or this should have happened and we would have won. Like, it was so many mistakes we made, bro. And I ain't even mad because at the end of the day, bro, that's the best team in the NBA. The best defense in the NBA. And we was right there with them boys, bro, playing the way we played. We didn't even play a good game like that. KD out there fucking up, shaving points, blowing free throws, dribbling the ball off his foot, falling for the okie doke, fouling Shea at the end, bro. Like he was selling too. He was selling worse than Tari, if you ask me. Of course, Tari doing what he was doing. That shit looked terrible, bro. It looked terrible. Reed not hitting open shots. I mean, we ain't played good, bro, and we were still right there with them boys. So I ain't too upset about it. I'm actually encouraged about us getting better moving forward. I think we gonna be all right, man. I think we gonna be right there with them boys in the conference finals, man. And we'll see, but
Yeah, hey, Roger. Like,
what up?
It was like you said, it was the best team in the league coming off a championship hangover, and we had them boys on the ropes. Like, I feel like Armin Thompson and King said it. Like, if we had him, I didn't even recognize that we didn't even have him in overtime like that. Did we? He didn't play overtime, King?
Nope.
Yeah,
That's why.
that'll be a different outcome.
If I'm
And
not
KD fouled out.
Yeah, he ended up fouling out. But if I'm not mistaken, Armin went down. I don't think Armin played in either overtime. Now he could have, but he played 10 minutes less than LP.
No.
And LP played
It was
both.
right at the end of the fourth quarter. Right at the end of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he ain't playing neither overtime. That's why old Shep was on the court so much down the stretch.
Hey, that boy Tyrese, man, he pissed me off too, King. Like, that boy pissed me. He still got me pissed off. Like, I was a Rick.
You know what I'm saying? At Greenleaf, it was one thing. I don't know if King said on the stream or he said in the comments yesterday. I kind of halfway agree with it, but I see why he said it, and I'm kind of starting to feel the same way, bro. He said, and you correct me if I'm wrong, King, if I misquote you. He said something to the effect of, "Y'all gonna come back and regret this Jalen trade," or something to that effect. He said something like that, and not particularly Jalen himself, but or it might have been Rich.
There was somebody else who said that Jalen would have ate if he would have played last night.
Yeah, it might have been either you or Rich said it, and
it was Rich based.
Hell.
I don't the Jalen trade itself, but Dylan Brooks. That's what I'm saying we're gonna miss Dylan, bro. Even when DFS come back, statistically on paper, it's a 1-for-1 swap. Like they got the same numbers, damn near. DFS might be, but he's a little bit older, and he's make less money. So I get why they did it, but Dylan, in my opinion, is the better player, bro. And we're gonna miss him until we figure out stuff out.
You broke up, Rich.
Right, yeah, you're breaking up, Rich. But this is
Yeah, can you
this.
hear me? Well,
Yeah, you back.
okay, no, I'm just saying we miss Dylan Brooks, bro. We miss him. We miss him, bro. That's just what it is.
Now for what we have right now, though, Rich, for what we missing somebody is Fred VanVleet. You know what I'm saying? That's what we really missing. And we need the production at the point guard spot from Armin and Reece Shepherd collectively together to figure it out, to bring it together. And I think they got much time to do that.
Can I
And it's a
speak
long
on that?
season, bro. Yes, sir. Go ahead, King.
Okay, so number one, between Reed Shepherd and Armin, they had 25 points and 8 assists between the both of them last night. And that was with Armin, going out early. I understand the loss of Fred. Everybody knows that I supported the move for Fred and him being on the team, him resigning, all of that, especially how he performed in the playoffs. But this notion that in that game last night, that Fred VanVleet was going to be able to get by anybody with the ball pressure that they was putting on, picking up full court or meeting dudes at half court, that Fred at 5'11" was going to get by people and be able to set the offense up and make these miraculous passes is a falsity, man. It wasn't going to happen.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's one side of the story, though, King. That's just one side. Like, I'm looking at the things of the nature at the point guard position. Like, when they looking for Kevin Durant all the goddamn time, they erratic. Reece Shepherd looking away from Kevin Durant on one mistake. And now it's, you know what I'm saying, it all goes to hell. Armin Thompson, doing more, thinking as far as like the offensive duties. You know what I'm saying? You utilize Fred for that. Like, I'm not saying Fred needs to, be the savior like Kevin Durant needs to be. You know what I'm saying? I'm just looking at the point guard duties. That's just my criticism. That's my, but I can't speak for everybody, you know what I'm saying, King, but that's just me.
But this the thing. So last year in the small amount of games that Reece Shepherd played, he got criticized for not being aggressive, again, for being gun shy, for looking like it was too big for him. This year, when he's looking for his shot, now we saying, man, you looking
nigga
off
trash.
this person,
Yeah, they say he trash and shit.
person.
I'm like, bro, my bad.
Like, I mean, bro, you can't have it both ways. I kept hearing the criticism. Now I was at the gig, but Reece Shepherd was dribbling the ball for 17 seconds and then shot it, didn't pass it to nobody. That particular play, y'all tell me who was moving around to try and get open. What play was being executed? What screens was being set? Who was coming to try to get the ball? Everybody was standing around,
facts.
looking at this dude who's being pressured, coming up the court. Nobody's doing nothing. And finally, he just said, okay, let me go and try and get a shot up. He took the shot. He missed the shot. Okay. But, bruh, how is that on him? He tried to get the ball to KD. KD can't get this dude off of him. Reece Shepherd did throw the ball, away from Lou Dort, but Lou Dort still is able to deflect the pass, go the other way. Reece Shepherd's getting blamed for it. KD, you can't seal this man off. You 6'11".
Hey, you right, bro. Like, who else gonna keep the defense honest if Reed not shooting? Whether he making and missing, they gotta respect his jumper because he the only one out there besides
They ain't got to respect that nigga jumper. That nigga ain't proved nothing in the NBA yet, bro. They ain't respect nobody jumper but KD and Jabari last night, bro. Them the only two jumpers they respected. If you watch that game, everybody else could shoot it, and they didn't respect LP. That's why LP ate on their ass from 3-point line. But that game plan was sound, bro. Yes, we miss Fred, nigga. We obviously miss Fred. Because guess what? You got to respect Fred, and Fred not going to turn the goddamn ball over 20 times.
Yeah, but our point guards didn't turn the ball over 20 times. Reece Shepherd had 2 turnovers.
My point is this.
Armin Thompson had 4 turnovers.
Everybody turned the ball over because everybody was trying to handle, nigga. The ball would have been in Fred's hands. That's
and who
why
J-Dog, who is Fred finna get by? Who we finna get by?
It ain't about getting
Get
by. It's
that ball
about
pressure.
controlling, bro. Goddamn, nigga, you been talking. It ain't about him
Well,
getting
you
by
told me to
nobody.
go
It's
ahead. Now
about.
you mad that I said something.
Oh, yeah, fam. I just woke up, nigga. I'm really agitated.
Well,
Green
get you
Leaf
some
gonna get a
goddamn
motherfucking
coffee,
stream and
man.
ain't send me no motherfucking text message. Nigga. I really want to get on Greenleaf, man. But look, I ain't gonna, I'm gonna chill out. But look, I know shit on his mind, so I'm gonna give my bro a pass. He had it on his mind last night. She's still on my mind, but hey, man, it's too many games we're gonna be cooking on Tyrese.
Hey, but
I'm
that
about to save some of my strength. I ain't no young nigga no
keep
more like you, nigga. I gotta save some money. Shit, what, nigga? What, Green? Cause I need to go in on this shit,
oh
bro.
no,
Go
my
ahead.
Wi-Fi was
Go
bugging.
ahead. What you say,
Yeah,
Green?
cook. Go ahead. No, cook.
Yeah, why
No,
on
go
my
ahead, cook. I
mind?
want you to cook. You know what I'm saying?
No, bro, listen, bro. Fred would have controlled the tempo of the offense. Everybody wouldn't be trying to handle the fucking ball last night. That was the problem. That's why we're looking so dirty on offense, bro. They mucked up everything because there was no true point guard out there, no true pace setter. Nobody out there that could set pace. Nobody out there could get us into a clean set. Nobody. KD, LP, the only one looking decent doing the shit. But you got your best defense offensive player on post, best utilized on the block at the goddamn half court or bringing the ball up court at damn near every time down in the second half, especially when you start cooking. Now that's cool sometimes, but you don't want your big man doing that shit 90% of the goddamn game or 80% of the game, bro. Now you getting away from your strength. Your strength is utilizing KD in the mid range. Your strength is utilizing KD on pin downs coming off screen. That's your strength. And LP on the block, bro. Not no motherfucking LP at the 3, KD at the 3. Offense, they starting their goddamn offense 3/4 of the court. OKC pushing their ass all the way back 10 feet for everywhere they want to get. OKC pushing their ass out 10 feet from their sweet spot. Everybody, bro. And that was the game plan. Make them make shots, push up on them guards because they ain't showing that they can handle no pressure. Armor neither. But Armor 8, because he's so athletic and he's so quick, he gonna apply pressure, so he got to the rack. But guess what? When you stop motherfucking trapping Shea, goddamn it, you let Shea get off. Once you start letting Shea get off, and Dylan Brooks, I ain't worried with no goddamn Dylan Brooks for Reggie. It wasn't Dylan. We need a shot creator, a pace setter out there, bro. Okay, see, nigga, we 10 seconds into the damn shot clock before we get the damn ball. 10 seconds left on the shot clock before we even start making a goddamn move to the rim. Like, no, bro. We was missing Fred, bro. Last night was a Fred game, and Tari Easton, he ain't give us a fucking thing with this punk ass.
Thank you.
Soft ass nigga.
Thank you.
All that old pouting and shit in the goddamn press in the media day, and then he come. Now we gotta go. That's a team, bro. We gotta go. Everybody, hey man, we want to win championship. Hey man, we gonna do it for Fred, man. Fred, we gonna do. Hey man, we want to get there. Hey man, we got bad taste out of mouth. He coming out with all that. I should be a top 100 player. I should be all that old soft ass meat shit. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody taking. I don't count nobody pockets, bro. But if the team, if we all coming in consistent, bro, some sacrifice, bro, we gonna get it done this year, bro. You understand what I'm saying? And you come in media day, your shit was set, bro. You already had the attitude on media day. Because you feel sliding in the top 100 shit. You feel sliding on your playing time. But ain't nobody saying shit about your fucking injury, nigga. Your bitch ass, you ain't played, what, 72 games in 2 years. Fuck out of here with that shit in the last 2 years, bro. So all that old shit about it. And you 23, you just turned 24 years old. And your ass already on some old manager shit. And we got worried about your history with your leg already. 3 years into the goddamn NBA, but you act like you this player, you that player, you ain't in the top 100. Nigga, you ain't proved nothing. You a bench player, bro. You ain't proved a goddamn thing yet, bro. You prove that your ass, you can We see that you got the capabilities of being something different. But Armin did what he did. Jabari proved himself to a certain degree, and in the playoffs they froze him out. He was the best 3-point shooter on our squad. So Tari didn't really do that much in the playoffs. He didn't really show nothing. You understand what I'm saying? And he got low managed out there and shit. How you 23 years old and can't play back to backs, nigga? And you talking about you want a goddamn contract, you want a bigger role. Prove you worth it, nigga. Prove it. Everybody sacrificing, everybody doing this, everybody doing that for the team, bro. You the only one came in with that me shit. Coming in with that, I should have been. They're saying, hey, right, this is a year for me. I feel 100% healthy. And I'm gonna put it out like that, and we're gonna see what the results bring. But your bitch ass, you came in the training camp with that chip on your shoulder. Then the first game you get out there, you wet the fucking bed and act like you ain't know how to play basketball no fucking more. I'm out on that nigga, bro, till you show me different.
Yeah, it is. Hey, E.F. Hutton, what you got, E.F.?
Good morning, everybody, man.
Hey, top of the morning. Salute to you, bro.
Hey, bro, let me tell you something, man. I'm not gonna let you outwork me, Greenlee, bro. You're not just gonna do me like that. You're not just gonna wake up first thing in the morning and get back with another stream after 7 hours. I sat up there yesterday and did 12 hours yesterday thinking I'm you know what I'm saying, I'm keeping up with the Joneses. I wake up and the Joneses is up with me, goddamn it. Hey, it's too much, bro. It's too much. I can't keep up, fam. Good to see you up doing your thing. J-Dog, you cooking, bro.
Hey, keep going, E.F. Keep going, bro.
Hey, we pushing this thing out, man. We're gonna blow this rocket community all the way through the roof from the hood perspective. You know what I mean? But J-Dog, you cooking, man. After sitting there parsing on that thing last night, you know, in my sleep, you know, I understand what y'all saying about Tar, bro. I understand what y'all saying about Tar, and I understand. This is what I like. And I'm like Greenleaf in this aspect. I like the fact that everybody got a different perspective because it lets you see something. And it's what I always say. When you say something, whether I agree with it or not, I still get to learn from it. I still get to learn from what you see. I get to open my eyes and have a perspective of something that I might not see from my perspective. And that's what I always try to bring to the stream. When people say, if you got crazy takes, well, I see something that you don't see. It's not that it's a crazy take. It's just I'm looking at something different than you looking at. Y'all bear with me for a minute because you know my mind races early in the morning. Somebody told me one time, like if you a plumber and you walk into a house, you know, you're gonna look at the walls and you will see, hey, this right here pipe got a bust in it. I can see the leakage in the wall. If you're an electrician and you walk in the house, you look at that same wall, you might not notice that leak. So what I'm saying is everybody will see something different based on their perspective and what their knowledge is. Sometimes me and Greenleaf say stuff because obviously Green is a guard. I'm a guard. You know, sometimes you got, oh my God, that's one of them mad hollers early in the morning. You know, but I said all that to say this. Our point guard play was mid. Our point guard play was mid yesterday. That's why I like what J-Dog was pointing out about the fact that we need a point guard. We need a mental point guard, not a skills level point guard. If you put Armin and Reed Sheppard together, we have a skills level point guard. But we don't have a mental point guard yet. And I think that even though Reed might be getting there, it's still on his second year. He's not mentally ready to be that point guard yet, no matter what his skill can be. Like we say, oh, he could be John Stockton. Well, John Stockton wasn't John Stockton until he learned how to play in the NBA. And that's what I think we hoping we see over the next 81 games. But as far as both of these guys, remember this. Remember we had Silas, like 3 years we had Silas, and we kept saying, well, Silas putting them guys in situations to where they can do stuff that they're going to need to do in the future. He don't expect them to be able to do it now, but if you throw them in the fire, they'll be able to do that stuff when they need to do it in the future when it counts. The only difference is that it counts now for us, but they still have to learn how to do stuff they're going to do in the future. And that's one of the reasons that I can take a lot of the fire off of Ime, because I would have Ime under the fire right now for the simple fact that I would say Ime needs to make changes immediately starting next game as how he's approaching the game. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna land my plane. If it wasn't for the fact that we need Reed Sheppard and Armin Thomas to develop this year, if we want to try to contend for a championship, I would say, hey, look, Ime Udoka needs to make wholesale changes on his offense immediately, because as J-Dog pointed out, our best ball handler, our best point guard on the team is Alperen Sengun.
He
Full
ain't say
stop.
that. Bro. You
King,
said that.
King, I didn't look. King,
You
I'm
got
not here for it, bro. He didn't say it, but he basically surmised.
I
Basically,
paraphrased it. He paraphrased it from me, nigga. That's what I was saying, nigga.
yeah, he
He,
basically he
man.
basically insinuated it
I
because
think
the only person that was able to be effective as a ball handler, as a passer, as a 3-point shooter, the only person who did the stuff that a point guard does last night on a consistent basis and did it well was Alperen Sengun. He is our and I know I've never called Alperen Sengun Baby Jokic. I've never said it. I always call him Big Manu or Paul, something like a Paul Gasol or something similar like that. I never thought he was a Jokic. But in this aspect, the fact that he's our best option at ball handler, point guard, facilitator, that Jackson Gatlin phrase, the Shangoon hub, we need to start revisiting that soon because Ime has to put the ball in his hands, and I know it's gonna affect his scoring. But now I'm saying all this because the sky might not be falling. So it might be a situation to where that's what he had to do last night to keep us in the game. Some games he might have to facilitate more to keep us in the game. And that's what I'm gonna be having my eyes on going forward is how is he deploying Alperen Sengun per game, knowing that he's our best ball handler and playmaker.
can we have a real conversation about Fred VanVleet?
yeah, that's that. Cause
Hey,
I don't know what you
King, before we get there, what I'm saying? I know it's early. The big homie, the Prince, pulled up. Hey, the Prince, what you got real quick before we get to King's statement? Before we get to King question.
Man, what's poppin', man? Salute to y'all boys, man.
Salute on.
Uh, First, why it's on my mind? P ain't no point guard, bro. If he was forced to, I seen it a couple times last night. If he was forced to bring that ball up full court, he was trying to get up off of that motherfucker, bro. Them guards gonna put too much pressure on him. Now, as far as a facilitator, yeah, he could do that. And it looked kind of shaky when he was handling the ball up at top of the key when they were pressuring him. So I don't want to see him doing that. Um, am I already hearing that we ready to trade Tari Eason after one game?
Man,
That's
don't
where
come
we
up here
at, bro.
gaslighting, nigga.
That's where we at, fam.
Yeah, your
Come
ass.
on, man. Y'all do this shit every year, man. Last year, y'all was saying he's supposed to start over Jabari.
You know y'all.
Now y'all want to trade him? First game out? I parked my car, fam.
Good, nigga. Nigga, ain't nobody said that bullshit, man. Yeah, park your goddamn car,
Man,
nigga.
a lot of y'all
Cause you
said
on
it, bro. I'll be listening, bro. I listened to most of
who
that
is
shit
a
before I
lot,
went to
nigga?
bed
Who is a
last
lot?
night.
Put a name on
Mars,
who is a
I'm gonna
lot. Wasn't
call
no lot of
names.
people saying that shit.
Mars.
Man,
What's it? Wise, whatever the hell his name is. I don't know
who
all
be
you
on this
characters'
panel
names.
saying the shit, nigga? Say somebody on
I
the
just
panel, nigga.
said somebody, Mars. And it
One
was a
person,
couple of
nigga.
y'all last night that was
Ain't
saying,
no
I don't know
y'all,
all you
nigga.
jokers' name. I know you, J Dog, I know King, I know Greenleaf, EF, all the rest of you jokers. I don't know y'all name. But yeah, y'all clowns was talking about trading Tari already after last year.
I
He's supposed to
said it,
start
nigga.
over
I
Big
said
Shot
you
Bar.
goddamn
Yeah,
right, nigga. Y'all
clowns,
don't
nigga, and
hear
I
nothing
put the
about no
name
big
on it.
shot bar, nigga.
Y'all
What
clowns.
talk?
I parked
No,
my
nigga,
car.
no. Both me and King King Greenleaf, goddamn, he up and they get to this goddamn discussion about Fred. I need to cook your ass, nigga. Cause you in the chat,
Let's go.
you in the motherfucking chat talking crazy as hell, man. What the hell is you talking about, bro? What the hell is
What
you
I
talking
say in
about?
the chat?
No, nigga, you said some crazy shit, bro. You know what you said, but
I don't
look,
remember,
man.
bro. You know I'm old. I don't be
Yeah, nigga, you
remembering
ain't
shit.
that old, nigga. Stop it, bro. I'm old, nigga.
But yeah,
But
y'all
look,
crazy, bro. Y'all
no,
need to.
look.
And then hold up, the Reed Shepard thing, bro. The kid is on the job training, bro. He
Man, I don't
learning,
know
bro.
shit about none of
Give him time, like y'all did Jalen. Give him 4 years.
Like
You
that did
understand me?
KPJ.
Yeah, give him 4 years. If anything, I'm kind of disgusted in
that.
KD, bro. He missed the free throw. He playing lackadaisical. Looking like Father Time probably kind of catching up to him. I'm gonna hold out, but yeah, I'm watching you, KD. You on watch, fam. Yeah, well, you on watch. I put him on watch. But y'all need to back up off the trade shit right now,
Man,
bro.
I ain't
Stop,
backing up
fam. We
off
do
shit,
need a
nigga.
PG
Hey,
though.
hey,
We
hey,
do need
hey,
a
hey,
PG.
the print.
What's
And
poppin'? I'm
we can
here.
open this bitch up. I know J Dog want to get to it. But the Tyrese situation, you know what I'm saying, as J Dog, you know what I'm saying, what he gonna speak on that. But for me, you know what I'm saying, G, like Tyrese and wet the bed, bro. He wet the bed. Like him and Reed Shepard, I know that people got they, what I'm saying, dismantled with Reed Shepard as well. And everybody made mistakes, you know what I'm saying, from the top to the bottom. So I ain't talking about trading him, but he trade bait, Tyrese. Cause I'm pointing out the fact that he fucked up last night. Period. He fucked up on the biggest stage. So if he played a little bit better, he it could have been a different outcome. But that's just one individual. But yeah, what you got on it, Jada? What you got on that Tyrese and real quick before I get the king?
Nah, what I was gonna say, bro. It ain't one thing, bro. It's the propensity to show that he was in his feelings since the day of training camp, bro. Since media day, about I don't know his contract situation. He feels slighted in the top 100. Like, bro, stay on the court, nigga. Stay on the court for a considerable amount of time, bro. When it comes to goddamn me, being on the court day in and day out, not being low, man. Show what you got. Yes, you can show spurts, but nigga, you ain't look. Hell, Jalen showed spurts. He got traded. Fuck out of here. Nigga leading scorer on the team. He showed spurts of greatness. He got his ass traded, bro. Ain't no one player better than the team, bro. When you come in and then a leader's ass attitude and you ain't proved shit and your goddamn ass you been injured. Bro, you ain't throwing nobody owe you shit, nigga. And you coming in with a chip on your shoulder, then the first game of the season where you really can go out here and give it to all and show them what I'm saying, why they should have paid you whatever you was asking for. You wet the fucking bed, bro. Like this is what the fuck we got to look forward to the next goddamn couple of months until we goddamn able to make a move in December. I ain't with that shit. Get that nigga out of here, bro. I don't like the way he started training camp with his attitude, bro. I didn't like that shit. And then the shit carried over into these damn last night, before the game, when he was doing the damn press conference, he was on Twitter and his goddamn ass, he and this old moping ass attitude. Yeah, I'm gonna be here. I'm committed to being here. But it's a business. All that old sobbing ass shit, nigga. Get that energy up. Get your energy up, nigga.
Bro,
Wait,
J Dog,
hold on,
J
Green.
Dog.
Let me finish, man.
Okay,
Cause the
okay,
whole
go ahead,
ass
good,
nigga,
good, good,
the
good.
nigga I know, bro. So I ain't trying to,
No,
but
no, no, you good, you
I'm
good, you
feeling
cooking.
I'm feeling a certain type of way about the way that nigga came in camp, bro. Bro. I'm a type of person, bro. So you think it, so it is, nigga. If you got it on your mind, nigga, evidently showed last night. You can't think past your fucking self. You don't give a fuck about no team. Fuck out of here with that shit, nigga. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. I'm bad, bro. I got
I was just gonna add to that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Cause you cooking
yeah,
his
yeah, yeah,
ass
yeah.
like I want you to. Cause that whole ass nigga, he a
Yeah.
mark for what he pulled last night. Who gave SGA his first bucket? Muhammad Thompson was doing his job.
Tariq and layup.
Tyrese, you feel me? Like all the details point to Tyrese and for that game for me. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? That's just me. But
yeah.
but nah,
I,
man.
hey, Greenleaf, I think I know you're about to shift the topic back to King, and then when he posed a question about Fred Van Vliet,
Right.
and that's a conversation I want to have because I'm on record, bro. I'm on record since day one Fred came in. I'm Team Fred all day, and I call hell for that. I used to get in the stream. It was me versus everybody in here. I was on the Fred bandwagon, and Fred Van Vliet, before you pass the rock off the King and y'all start cooking, Fred Van Vliet covered up a lot of Ime's deficiencies. It's been on record. He was a second coach on the floor. They said it on the sideline press conference. The female reporter, they said Fred is not traveling with the team right now, but when he gets healthy enough, he's gonna start traveling and help coach them dudes on the sideline. Fred was like a second coach on the floor, bro. And that weak ass offense, that weak ass X's and O's that Ime be running offensively, that shit is gonna get exposed this year. I've been telling you, I love Ime. He turned the team around, but his offense is weak, bro. And we can't. Yeah, we can stop capping, bro. Like this loss is Ime Udoka fault. This ain't even Tari Easton fault. This is a product. Ime Udoka fault, bro. Because Tyree Eason shouldn't even been in the game. Once he showed that he didn't care and he was had a piss poor
But he
attitude, you
wasn't
should have
ready.
yanked
He
him.
played Reed Shepard over that nigga. So he
That's
made Doka seen what it was. He didn't play
yeah.
Tyrese.
So he's still he played him a little bit too much for me. We seen when he started off the game when he had that possession when he caught the ball. I forget what quarter it was, and he was on the wing and he had a little ISO, and I don't know if he got his shot blocked or he missed it or I don't know what he did, but
Man, that
he
nigga
should have.
gave it to the other team. He fell to the ground like he ain't had his legs wasn't under him. Like Tyrese was doing a lot of dumb shit. A lot of
That
dumb
should have been it.
lackadaisical shit. Like I don't get it. But like I said,
Well,
all the guys from Kevin Durant calling that timeout and they let him slide with that shit. Missing free throws, clutch KD, easy money sniper, nigga. What a easy money at, nigga, at the free throw line. And you missed them bitches. So yeah, bro, it was a lot. It was a lot. But King, what you got on that Fred VanVleet situation? You still got that question to take?
Yeah, I want to have I want to have this conversation because the legend and the myth of Fred VanVleet has elevated to astronomical levels. This is a dude who shot sub 30% from the field last year. He was low 30% from the three last year. This is a dude who most people who visit this channel said that Fred VanVleet couldn't get to the paint even off of a pick. He'll get a pick and still couldn't get downhill into the paint. OKC supplies the most on-ball pressure of any team in the NBA, and they did it across the board. It wasn't just to the guard who got the ball, it's to everybody else on the court except for Steven Adams because they know he ain't getting the ball. You know what I'm saying? And to a certain extent, when LP's all the way out at the three-point line, okay. But other than that, they supply the most ball pressure. And somehow, after one game, Fred VanVleet was going to be able to get past full court pressure from dudes who's bigger, faster, quicker, and physical. And he's going to be able to set up the offense and make these passes to get guys open and set guys up. And if not, get into the paint to break down the defense and create shots. Like, where did this Fred VanVleet come from? Because I ain't seen him one day since he been in Houston. Now, I understand that when he got here, him and LP had a good connection as far as off of pick and rolls, and he fed LP, and LP was able to cook in those situations. Fred VanVleet was not supplying passes into the shooting pockets of other players on his team. He wasn't doing that. He wasn't getting 10, 11, 12 assists a season as our point guard. He wasn't breaking down the defense, getting to the cup, or collapsing the defense and then passing it out for wide open shots, great looks. I understand that dudes didn't perform last night up to the standards that we wanted them to. But could somebody please tell me, where did this mythical creature that is the great Fred VanVleet come from? And where is he at?
Well, he's
I got
injured right now, but if you can get play out Fred VanVleet, I'll take that over any nigga, any Armin Thompson at point guard or Reed Shepard right now, because I know that
facts.
Armin Thompson and Reed Shepard is not there yet. I'm still waiting for them to get there, and we have a whole season. So I ain't talking about trading Tyree. Well, fuck Tyree. I ain't talking about trading Armin or trading or somebody got an echo trading Reed Shepard. What I'm saying is that we got some work to do, period. And you speaking on like Fred VanVleet, King, like everything that you said you didn't see, I seen it in win time games, win time mode. Fred stepped up big. He had a big game against OKC as well. Had like 30-some points per game, damn near injured himself and stayed on the court. And he outplayed OKC with Shea and Jalen Williams on the court. When other guys like Jalen didn't have a good night or LP didn't have a big night as well. Like, that's what KD is here for. So now we saying that Fred is not out there to fight for what you speaking on, King. I seen Fred show up in big moments. You know what I'm saying? Slowing the tempo, getting guys settled. Because we young and erratic, and we seen that last night. Them boys couldn't find KD off of pin downs, off of screens, and that's all they was looking for is KD. And then when LP had the ball in his hands, he went to work. But at times, we was too stagnant when LP had the ball in his hands. We was looking at him. We wasn't cutting or nothing. And Armin Thompson at the point, he can't give it to LP, or if he on the wing, he's cutting and slashing. They trying to stick to Armin Thompson on the cuts and slash, so they trying to figure that out. And then the defense switches up. But if we just talking about point guard, you said Fred couldn't do it, or you didn't see him, besides the first year with him and Alper Sengun had that connection. They went away from that because it was a totally different ball game. Whoop the whoop, right? But did we see anybody get easy shots from the point guard position as far as the totality of the game last night?
And then another thing you got to realize, King, you got to realize this too, King, is that you never see nobody running up on Fred VanVleet when he got the ball passed on the other side of half court trying to pressure him, because they already know that they ain't really know. It's never been a situation where Fred was getting pressured and people realize like, oh yeah, we can pressure him and steal the ball. The dude been in the league, the dude won championships, and everybody know you're not really going to steal the ball from. He played behind Kyle Lowry. He took Kyle Lowry's spot. You know what I mean? Pretty much. So he's a good point guard. I mean, it's not a mystery that Fred VanVleet is a good point guard. The mystery is how much does he contribute to what you imagine as a scoring point guard in today's era. But that's not what we needed last night. What we needed was a mental point guard, somebody who thinks the game like a point guard, like Greenlee said. Shot clock, how many timeouts we got? You know what I'm saying? Do we call a timeout in this play, or a coach on the floor? You know what I mean? And so, getting past players, first of all, it's way oversold that Fred can't get past players, because we seen Fred get into the paint. The point is, what can he do when he get there? That's the problem with Fred.
Right. That left hand bullshit he was doing.
Right. That left hand is trying to shoot over people, shooting out of. Now, that's what he can't do. But as far as dribbling the ball and getting where he needs to be, it's underrated, bro.
Well, so this is my thing. So you just basically said my sentiments. Like, it's one thing if Fred is able to just come up the floor and do whatever it is he want to do and get into a set. It ain't about stealing the ball, because truth be told, Reed Shepherd wasn't just getting stripped last night. Armin wasn't just getting stripped last night. They wasn't getting their cookies taken from them. The point is that they slowed up the pace to where the point guards, had to take their time before they can get across the timeline and start getting into a play. The only person that we had last night that could really break that pressure was Armin. Fred VanVleet on the court last night, and they picking him up 94 feet, is not going to be the other person.
My bad, King. Somebody got an echo. My bad, King. Somebody got an echo.
Yeah,
Y'all go on mute or something. Is that somebody playing in the background or something like that? Go ahead, King. I'm just trying to figure out who it is. My bad. Go.
Yeah. So my thing is, Fred last night was not going to change that. Fred was not going to blow past nobody and get into the teeth of the defense. When they pressuring the ball like that, and they pressuring the shooters like that, even on, like Greenlee just said, they couldn't get a simple pin down to KD. The way they was pressuring the ball, and Fred VanVleet at sub 6 feet, I don't know that he was gonna have a great time of just getting people the ball neither. That's not to say he ain't had good games against them, but in the middle of the season, OKC wasn't playing the same way as they played last night. We seen that team, 4 teams last year. They didn't play the same way every time, every game. And the way they played last night, the way they was pressuring the ball all over the court, like, bro, we just didn't see that from OKC.
Nigga, yes, we did. You ain't see it with Fred, nigga, because they can't do that to Fred, nigga. That's the point we trying to make to you.
J-Dog,
Bro,
stop yelling. Stop
No,
yelling
nigga,
and being
cause you
emotional. Let's
don't
have a
get, nigga, you
conversation.
are to get
Man, I
this and
can't
you
even hear
not getting
nobody
it.
but King.
Let's have a conversation, J Dog.
Man, you ain't getting it, bro. You can't press up on Fred like that, fam.
What the
Man,
hell?
all right. All right.
You
All right.
can't press up on him. He's a
Okay.
sure-handed ball handler. He don't turn the rock over, and you do have to respect him 94 feet. Yes, in the paint, he do struggle, but he can get you in your damn offense, bro. You can, and guess what? Disrespect him and get all the way up into him like you was doing Reed Shepard and watch his ass go past your ass in a 94 feet setting. I ain't
All right.
talking about I ain't talking about for us like once he get in the paint, yeah. Now what Rez just said, yeah, that's right. You know what I'm saying? Cool, yeah. All right. But guess what? You not feel disrespect him and be all up in his chest 94 feet and he's scared to dribble around your ass because you know you can't take the ball from him, bro. That's what they didn't respect none of our guys on the rock when it came to them bringing the ball up and getting us no offense, bro.
Yeah,
That's
but
why they was able to.
they was gonna respect 5'10" Fred, huh?
Nigga,
All right, J
Fred is
Dog. You
proven.
right.
What the hell is wrong with you, bro?
You right. You right. You right. I'm
Bro,
done with it.
what? No, I'm glad you're done with it, bro, because you're not understanding. Prayer allows everybody to be in their natural position, bro. You had everybody trying to be a goddamn point guard last night. That's what took us out of our offense. KD wasn't even able to be KD. He trying to be a goddamn point guard. LP wasn't even able to be a big man. He trying to be a point guard. Armin couldn't even be a slasher. He trying to be a point guard. Reed Shepard couldn't just be a shooter. He trying to be a fucking point guard that he ain't ready to be yet. Everybody had to change what they naturally do natural, bro, on the court. And guess what? If you had your leader and your general and your point guard, everybody would be in their natural position, and we would have had a better. I ain't gonna say an easy job, but we'd had a more free flowing offensive success, bro. Every offensive set we looked was hard. It
Hey,
was tight
oh,
and no spacing, bro. All night long, even when we got buckets, we just got we got a lot of talent, and LP was cooking. But bro, we had no spacing, none, bro. No organization on offense. And you tell me Fred wouldn't have helped that last night? That's what
he
you
most
saying?
definitely would have helped. How many turnovers Fred commit on the turnover assist ratio?
Bro,
And you know what I'm saying? Let me
he
say
3 to
this:
1. Ain't he 3
3
to
to
1
1,
on assist to turnover? Yeah.
3 to 1. So
Yeah.
when we look at the turnovers, which I called out, that's going to be the biggest, hill that we're gonna have to, run up. KD 4 turnovers. Jabari didn't have no turnovers, so we ain't expecting Jabari. I think he should have had 1 turnover. Well, he didn't have a turnover because he got it back. But anyway, Jabari didn't have no turnovers. But we don't expect Jabari to handle the rock and set up the offense. Steven Adams had 3 turnovers. Not expecting him to do this shit, but anyway, KD had 4, LP had 4, Armin Thompson had 4, Tyrese had 4, and Reed Shepard only had 2. So King, I'm not pointing my finger at Reed Shepard, but I am pointing out the fact that if we want him to get there, Armin Thompson as well. You know what I'm saying? The turnover is gonna be heavy, but to the extent everybody committing at least 4 turnovers with the ball on their hand, that's what you're missing from Fred VanVleet. Like, I don't give a damn. Ain't nobody just blowing past Fred VanVleet. You know what I'm saying? Tomahawk Fred, all in all. You know what I'm saying? But I seen Reed Shepard getting blown by. That's why he like to stick his hand in the cookie jar. You know what I'm saying? To make up for that. But that ain't why we lost. I think Reed Shepard was productive. I think, you know what I'm saying, come off the bench, he started the game well. But, then he, you know what I'm saying, got a little cold. He got a little cold. And every player does that. Armin Thompson got cramped up. We got to see what's up with that. 0 for 7 from the 3. I don't want Armin Thompson shooting 7 threes a game. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know who will make up for that? Fred VanVleet.
Yeah,
Fred VanVleet being there,
threes.
but he ain't there. Jabari missed. He was 2 for 6. KD was 0 for 4. So it could have been different outcome. It could have been a different outcome. But we just talking about point guard, and you shitting on Fred because I know, you know what I'm saying. You was out on Fred before he even went down. You want to Reed Shepard to start over Fred before the nigga got injured. So I
Yes.
know why you out on Fred. You like we ain't gonna really miss him, and I'm with you right now because we don't have him, and we that's why I'm on Armin Thompson and Reese Shepard to really come together as far as their package together and make this shit happen for real. And we got some work to do. That's all I'm saying.
They want to
But
start him, bro.
Hey, Greenleaf, this something I want everybody on the panel just think about this. Fred VanVleet probably has one of the biggest responsibilities of any point guard in the league after Jalen Brunson, right? What I mean by that is he's expected to be he's expected to score at or near 20 points a game, get over 5 assists, play defense full on his man the entire game, and he has to play. Fred played about well over 35 minutes a game last year. So he playing about 38, 40 minutes a game, and he has to play make, and he has to be a floor general, and he has to be a coach on the
I'm
floor,
telling
and
you,
he has
bro,
to
a lot
develop
different
guys in the locker room.
responsibilities, Rich. Different
Bro,
responsibilities. More weight on his
look,
shoulders.
And
Jalen
Armin ain't
Brunson's the
ready.
only
Armin or Reed ain't ready for that shit, bro. Now one of them.
not even together, bro. The only player
Yeah.
in the NBA who has that much pressure, responsibility is Jalen Brunson at the point guard position. SGA, Luka, all they got to do is get buckets. You know, Luka don't even play defense, so all he has to do is really just get buckets, right, and pass the ball. SGA, he played defense and stuff, but his team is stacked. Like we shut him down for 3.5 quarters, and he got carried. He had help. Casey Wallace, Chet Holmgren, he had help even with his second best player out. So SJ ain't got that much responsibility. He ain't got that much burden. He's not the lead. He's the leader, but he ain't doing all that. And if he is, he got more help. Like Fred has so much responsibility on his plate, and he did. I mean, that's all I'm saying, bro.
That's just how, to me, that's just how important Fred is. But he's not there. So, I mean, I want Reed Shepard. I want Armin Thompson to make these mistakes early. And why not make these mistakes early? And Ime Udoka trying to figure this big lineup out, however it started. And, you know what I'm saying, really putting Reed Shepard in the right scenario to where, you know, it's an even playing field. Like, you can start somebody and have bench minutes, and then you can have somebody come off the bench and have starters minutes. You know what I'm saying? So you have to figure that out. And that is on Ime Udoka. Like, I'm not saying like Ime Udoka don't have no faults. But if we talking about offense scheme of things, I was mad at Udoka. The first nigga said I was mad at Udoka for not playing Jabari when he out there cooking on a consistent level from the three when they was missing. He had size, rebounded, and he could stretch the floor. Why are you not playing him in game 7 and he only played 12 minutes, he made? Like that type of shit. So I get that from the coaching standpoint, but we talking about scheme of things. I think his scheme works. I think his identity works. It's just the players couldn't get it done. We only lost by 1 point, fellas. Like we got some work to do. And why not figure everything? You know what I'm saying? Why not point out your flaws in game 1 of the season? You know, because we can adjust, bro. We can adjust. We can adjust as the season goes on. But that
Green,
nigga
I don't
Tyrese
mean.
and that.
Yeah,
What's
go
up,
ahead.
G?
My fault.
What's up, OG?
No. I thought you was through talking. Go ahead, fam.
No. I was just gonna point out that punk ass Tyrese, but go ahead. Carry on.
Yeah. Hey, nah, man. Nah, King, man. It ain't that I don't want to have a conversation, bro. I'm passionate about what I saw, and I seen everybody out of place last night, bro. I ain't trying to be on that yelling shit. It's just the fact that, bro, the when you ain't got your general, bro, that's orchestrating shit that get you, everybody else got to do shit they ain't normally used to really doing like that, and you playing the number 1 defense in the NBA. Yes, LKC can play defense better than anybody else, but also, bro, they could be had. You goddamn it, you seen Indiana and TJ McConnell able to get off on their ass. You understand what I'm saying? TJ McConnell ain't just no exceptional ass, but he understands angles. He understands how to use his leverage and keep his dribble alive the same way Fred know how to. And Indiana looked fluid in their offensive success against OKC last year. We had nobody on the court that could do that last night. You feel me? And you want to talk about LP? Yeah, LP got pressured, bro, but he's 6'11", trying to play point guard. So yeah, he gonna out issue, but he did the best job on the floor of anybody else. Getting us into some offense, a similar to some offense, even if it was isolation at times. He kept us in the fucking game in the fourth quarter by himself with KD on the bench. Fuck kept us in the game. We had the damn lead. So my thing is this, fam. When you missing the guy that you know, don't get
And
ripped.
two overtimes, two overtimes.
And two overtimes. You feel me? Yeah. So LP did his job, bro. But LP best utilized on the block. We know that, bro. That Caruso on him all night, bro. But he had to, you know what I'm saying, had other responsibilities besides trying to score on the block, bro. You know what I'm saying? He had to do too many different things outside of what he can do the best, which is score on the block. Now he done added a 3. Thank God for that. So he was able to eat last night in that aspect. But bro, the notion that Fred can't do nothing, he can't get to the paint. What would he do? He shot 30%. Guess what? That 30%, but guess what? In the fourth quarter, when we need that nigga to hit them damn things, he will hit them things more times than not, bro. We was a second seed last year. And he did carry us in the playoffs when Jalen didn't do a damn thing, when it really counted the most, and the chips was down. And it looked like we didn't have no offense in our backcourt. So to act like he not valuable, to act like his worth is not that of what it is, like, bro, that's being disingenuous, bro. At the end of the day, that game was a prototype game for Fred VanVleet to excel in, bro. And he did it many times.
That's your opinion. That's your opinion. I got a different.
Okay, well, that's fine.
Like I got a different opinion. I understand his profile grew with his performance in the playoffs. You dig what I'm saying? But most of us, a lot of people, looked at Fred last year, the way he played last year. Remember, we also had the worst shooting backcourt in the NBA. He was a part of that, a big part of that. He had something to do with that.
Yeah.
Fred VanVleet could not break down his man and get into the paint. So, I mean, you can have whatever glossy rocket color glasses on that you want about Fred, that somehow he was going to be able to just break down the defense and people scared to press him. And like, you can have that opinion. I got a different opinion. I think OKC, the way that they pressured the ball last night was going to still be a problem for Fred. That's my opinion.
You know what my
And
problem is?
I also think the fact that MA rolled out 3 power forwards in the starting lineup might have something to do with everybody being in different roles. Not being in a right position. Because you got 3 power forwards on the floor.
King, that's the direct correlation, not Fred not being there, bro. You think we'll be playing 2 bigs and Jabari and KD?
He would.
If Fred was here, bro?
He may would.
Yeah.
He may still would have did it.
And that's
why crazy.
He may deserve to get this cooking.
Hold on. So y'all mean to tell me Reggie, EL, and King? Y'all mean to tell me the email was gonna start KD over Fred at the point or 2 or whatever the situation is?
What I'm saying is he would have had Fred, he would have had Armin, then he would have had KD, Jabari, and LP.
No, Jabari.
But the situation is Fred not there, right? Fred not there. That's the situation. So
he would have had
it's
KD
about
at the 3. No, he would have had KD at the 3, or he would have had Adams at the 5 and LP at the 4, which is still horrendous. Like, come on, bro. Like, he may got to get this work, bro. Like, come on. Like,
why would it be No, because Reggie.
Should he start at Reed Shepherd then? Traditionally, as having a point guard out there.
Well, I think it would have been a more advantageous lineup if you had Reed Shepherd and Armin, and then you had maybe a KD and an LP, or if you want to go double bigs and you put KD at the 3. I think that's a different lineup. That's closer to KD playing his natural position. You got 3 power forwards on the floor and a center.
Yeah, but King, like I believe, like, I agree with you. Like, I want to Reed Shepard to start this game to just, like up his scale and make him better. More minutes, more playing time. Reed Shepard will look better. But coming off the bench, you got to get your legs warm. You got to feel out the game. You're not feeling out the game like a starter type shit. And that's Tyrese's job. And he already showed us what his bitch ass did. But Reed Shepard, and we just talking about the point guard, bro. Like, I want to Reed Shepard to start. And I think it's and he made Doka pointed out, like it's a game to game situation. But I'm not finna overlook, like granted, yes, Fred VanVleet did them things, but he also did some good things too, King. You feel me? As far as like being a leader and on the court, the general on the court. He ain't the best of the best, but he the best for us. You know what I'm saying? So you trust him. He's your coach on the court. He can't dribble the ball and get into Draymond Green face like that. You know what I'm saying? Like those are the things that I'm talking about with Fred. You talking about like, yeah, Fred couldn't go by nobody. And you know what I'm saying? And he had to give it up. But you also said, and we also would agree, that he set LP up. He know when to give it to LP. He know when to, slow the pace down. Like that's what I'm looking for Armin Thompson and Reed Shepard. And it's still some time, for them to figure that out. And I think we still gonna be dangerous after game one. You seen how we look. We had the lead on Charlotte Hornets in game one last year and lost it. Everybody came in talking shit. Oh, y'all, I told y'all, Greenleaf, y'all think y'all gonna win 50 games? You think y'all win 50 games? Yeah, nigga. This is one game of the season. We got a lot of work to do. Now this is a different stage. KD brings a different element to the stage of what we got. So having him, like KD gonna be KD, but like I said, he need a point guard just like everybody else on the team. We shouldn't have 4 turnovers from KD. We shouldn't have 4 turnovers from LP. We shouldn't have 4 turnovers from Tyrese. And, what I'm saying? Reed Shepard only had 2. I expect that from Reed because he, what I'm saying? He young with it. He ain't got that experience yet, but he needs to get that.
What about Ime Udoka though, Greenleaf? Like,
It ain't got
a
nothing to
lot.
do with
What's up?
him,
What's up?
man.
What's up with Ime?
My whole thing is if you watch him break down the film, bro, watch this shit. A lot of that stuff we talking about, players not being in the right spots, different concepts, the timeout situation. That's coaching, bro. Like, yeah, okay, Fred, we can disagree on that, but even with Fred, we still have
I think he
some of the
may call
same
some good
problems, bro.
timeouts, Reggie. I think he may call some good timeouts. He made a timeout and had Armin Thompson stop the bleeding of whatever we were dealing with during the game. So
Some of the things we getting attacked, the defense ain't the problem. Offensively is bad, bro. The spacing is bad. The timing, the flow, everything about our offense is bad, bro. And that's is Ime, bro. Like nobody, like, bro. I'm
but
Ime got to get this
what
work, bro.
tell me the solution, Reggie, from your viewpoint. Like from your viewpoint, what's the issue? If you Ime Udoka, what are you doing? Are you keeping LP on the perimeter because he's comfortable and making decisions and he had 39, but we seen that, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, that him having the ball like that last night, it wasn't healthy for a win. So should he put LP ass on the block? That's what I'm saying.
He needs to move LP around. LP be on the block sometimes. He's a screen setter, pick and pop, pick and rolls. He's the offensive hub, top of the key facility. He's got to do a little bit of everything. Even if he's not scoring the ball, he's touching the ball. He's the hub. It comes through him. It has to. He's the best playmaker. He's the best offensive player. Him and KD, that's a toss up right now. But KD,
But that had last
KD
night,
can't
right?
play 40 minutes a game.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But
And
you work and trust who you trust. You know what I'm saying? You work with who you working with. You don't have Dorian Finney-Smith. You don't have Fred VanVleet. Ime Udoka is gonna put out the guys that he trusts. We seen it with Jalen Green. Once he benched Jalen Green. You know what I'm saying? Reds like y'all was not y'all, but people was giving him credit for doing that. You know what I'm saying? Playing the guys that's gonna win you games.
but this
Do we have an
different,
issue
though,
with him
bro.
playing him? But do we have an issue with him playing Reed Shepard over Tyrese? Is that an issue? Or you just talking about like offensive teams? I'm trying to figure out this coaching shit.
Big lineup.
I'm just talking about the offense in general.
The thing that nobody is adding to the equation is that there's a number of new players that's joining this team that's learning this scheme. This is game one of them all playing together in real action. So the rotations and the defense is not going to be as crisp in game one as it was in game, 87 last year.
And not only that, I mean, when you talk about the offense being bad, here's the thing. This ain't a 5-out spread motion Golden State, Rick Alderman, Mike D'Antoni. This ain't one of those kind of structures. This is a knockdown, drag out, murky up the game. Jeff Van Gundy, Greg Popovich. Well, in the 90s, this would have been an 85-point team. That's the kind of team we got. We got one of them. We want to get you in a fist fight in the alleyway. We're not opening up the floor and trying to make this a free flowing, just a big time offense like that. We want to keep the points kind of moderate. You know what I mean? But if you really want to go there, you look at it and say, we got beat by 1 point by the best offense in the world. We got beat by 1 point. So the offense ain't bad, bro. But overall,
It is bad, bro.
if you
That's not winning no chips, bro.
I'm gonna
It's
tell you
it's
I'm
not.
gonna tell you what was bad about the offense. What was bad about the offense is the guy who shot 7 shots shouldn't have had to take those 7 shots, and they forced him to take those 7 shots. Okay,
From
that's
where?
cool.
From
We don't
where?
mind.
From where? From where?
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
We talking about Ahmed Thomas had to take 7 threes. He shouldn't
Okay.
have had
Yeah.
to take them.
Yeah. Nah.
So
I just want you to put that on there.
okay, but we don't mind that because that was showing if you leave me open, I got the confidence in myself that I know I'm not gonna let you punk me out of my, I'm not gonna let you punk me into making a
Ain't that
bad
on the
basketball
players,
play.
yeah? Isn't it on the player's decision when you're in that
It's,
moment?
it's on
Like
the
they
player
can't
decision.
yell and say stop shooting. That's
Right.
Ahmed Thompson unconsciously trying to be confident, say I'm gonna knock down one of these things.
Well,
For
well,
7.
it's,
Did we
well,
see
well,
Jalen Green do that?
it,
You
it
know what
was
I'm saying? And he's a worse shooter than Jalen Green. So
right.
why is you taking 7 threes?
Well,
Use what you got. Take him downhill. Put your shoulder in his chest and
true.
get him out the way.
Yeah, 100%. Well, now, I agree with you on that, but I think it was a conscious decision because it was like, okay, they're gonna back off of me. I have to do something to keep them honest. That way, it opens it up for the rest of my team. So I
But it's
think
not
that
his
was
strong
him.
suit.
I
That's
know,
not his
but
strong
it
suit.
was.
Yeah.
But I think it was him trying to help his team out by making the defense respect his 3-pointer. But listen, but just look at
No,
this
that's
though.
a cop out because we're a good defensive. we're an offensive rebounding team. That's a cop out. So if you
That's
miss a
that's
shot,
true.
you got
Aren't we
a good
Let me say
praising?
this.
defensive
Let me
rebound. You got an
Ain't we
offensive rebound.
let me say
Ain't
this
we
before
praising LP
let me say this
for
before I
taking
get
and
off.
making those threes when he was
Let-
wide open?
But let me say this though. Here's the thing: Reed Shepard not taking a single shot in the double overtimes is as big a problem as anything. So if you talk about the offense being bad, the thing is, Ahmed Thompson had to take 7 threes, and Reed Shepard did not take 0 threes in double overtime. That's what was bad, and that's not on the coach.
I just don't get it, man. As soon as a nigga become a point guard, niggas want to shoot threes like Steph Curry all of a sudden. Like I don't get it, dog. I don't get it. I don't get it. Go ahead, King. What you got?
Nah, so yeah, old Shep didn't take a 3. He did take a shot, which he got, criticized for that he took a mid-range shot and missed it. I'm gonna tell y'all something that having nobody mentioned over the last 2 lives when talking about our offense and what happened last night. And so this is one point that I will give to Fred that these other 2 guards don't have, and it's gonna come with experience and them having to go through it. But nobody noticed that for every pick and roll, the defender did not actually get picked.
So
The
we
defender
being
was
sloppy.
able to easily go right over that pick and stay with their man because they never navigated the pick and roll correctly to be close enough to their teammate to make that defender have to run into the dude who setting the pick.
Now I give you that. Now
That's on
you
the
might
point
hit.
guard.
Now I give you that one.
Yeah.
Now, I
Green,
will
pick
give
up
you that
Green.
one.
That
Pick up
happened
Green.
all night. The first time that I
Now
seen
I
it
did.
happen, and was in overtime when KD ran pick and roll with LP, and the dude actually ran into LP.
And KD came off the pick and hit LP with the pass, and they made a bucket off of it. I think LP got an N1.
Green,
No,
green
LP
leaf.
was on.
They
LP was on last night though. Like
Green leaf.
LP was in his best.
they weren't
Was it-
screening.
Green
They
leaf.
weren't
The
screening
same
worth
thing-
a damn last night,
same
bro.
thing
It was
with
horrible.
Walker.
No, he
What is
cooking with
important for
that.
running that pick and roll?
Hold on,
It's
what you say?
very
You?
important. It's not. You can't let King off the hook with that one. Tell him why.
Oh
the
wait,
point
what
guard-
happened? I missed some. What you
Yeah.
talking about?
Tell King why Fred VanVleet makes that pick and roll work.
Did I just not say that?
He acknowledged that. He acknowledged Fred. That was
Yeah.
Okay, but here's the thing.
that's why I ain't saying that. That's why I ain't saying that.
You need Joe Coffey. You need Joe Coffey too.
That's also on the coach. That's something that you gotta make sure that if you run and pick and roll, you gotta tell that man you gotta tell that point guard run into your man's shoulder. That's something you supposed to know in high school anyway. But you gotta tell that man, hey, look, when LP set this pick, even though he's gonna slip, run into his shoulder. Make that man make a decision. You don't let that man off the hook by not running into your man's shoulder damn near full speed. That's something
You talking about the screener? You talking about the screener or the guy that's on the ball?
handler.
You talking
If-
about the
The
dude
ball
on the ball?
handler.
Yeah, if LP gonna slip,
Who you speaking on? Are you speaking on LP or are you speaking on Reed
talking about-
Shepard, Ahmed Thompson?
Reed Shepard, Kevin Durant, Ahmed Thompson,
All the niggas that cause turnovers. Gotcha.
all the niggas that ran the pick and roll last night that was scared to make contact with their screener. That was on them. That was on them players, like you were saying.
It is.
And like
It
you
is.
said, it's a coaching issue. Thank you. This is why y'all letting email off the hook is unexcusable, bro.
But who he gonna
It's the
use,
coaching
Reggie?
issue. He
Fred
just
ain't
said
there.
it.
Who he gonna use?
He just said it. The guys
It's
with
the player. No,
ball
he said.
handler.
Well, so
He
who's the
just said
ball
it.
handler, Rich? If the ball handler picking up his dribble during the play, he may say, "Man, why the fuck you keep doing that?" Like that's on the players getting scared and don't know what to do. Point like we was blanked out a couple of times. Jabari, that's Jabari. Jabari gonna pick up his dribble and try to give it up to somebody to make a decision. But I seen KD do it, Reed, Almond, all of Tyree Eason giving it to the other team. That's the players. That ain't got shit to do with Ime Udoka. The scheme works. All them niggas, we're gonna do it by committee. We're gonna do it by committee. But all you niggas ain't playmakers that y'all thought y'all were or
I
are
don't
or
like
is.
That's why I don't like this offense, bro. Like I like the guy earlier, the brother that just went that brought up the issue with the screens. He also this offense ain't 2005. This ain't 1998. That ain't winning championships. Even with KD, I'm sorry. Look at every team in the last 5 to 8 years that's won a chip. They ain't had no offense like this.
So you agree with
Warriors-
KD? Offense wins championships over defense.
No, I to a certain point, but the offense need to be better than what we got right now. Even what it could be on its best day, it ain't good enough to win a championship. That ain't like the teams that won chips in the last 5 years, especially, bro. The offense, like the OKC Thunder, they're a different story because they run kind of like an ISO center offense, but they have other players that are capable of stepping up, doing 30 balls and 40 balls. They got 2-3 other dudes that can give you 40 points on any given night, and that's skilled enough to get the work without SGA. Besides the Thunder, all them other teams, they move the rock. They got good spacing. Even OKC Thunder, they got good spacing. They got guys that can hit shots. Like, I don't know
I mean,
what
yeah,
the
but they
contention is.
also got bailed out with foul calls, and they also won by 1 point. So if we would have won, I don't think what I'm saying the energy would have been on Ime Udoka. Like we had that same energy from Mark Gaduk, whatever his name is, from OKC head coaching staff. Like I'm just saying, bro. Like it came down to the wire. We haven't figured each other out. We haven't figured this lineup out. We don't have a true point guard. We don't have a true point guard, and Mark over there with OKC, he was struggling as well. Coach of the year and all that shit. No, he does. Why not? He's a head coach. He's a head coach. But Ime Udoka had something to prove. He went to the finals as well. He lost it, you know what I'm saying, to Stephen Curry, a proven offense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stephen Curry and them boys. And you know what I'm saying, we hadn't seen him coaching until he came to the Rockets, turn his organization around. Like, I don't want to make it seem like because like a lot of coaches run around, Mike Brown turns the Kings organization around. Now we blaming Mike Brown for getting them booted in the first round because he can't make adjustments. Mike Brown is a great coach. He's a good coach. He's a turnaround. Look, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna see what the Knicks talking about. But what I'm saying is I don't want to come into the element where we point a finger at Ime Udoka's offense and things like that when the defense is proven that it's better than whatever the fuck the offense should be, because his scheme of things working for this team. It can get better. You can add a coaching crew. You can add a you know what I'm saying, offensive coordinator. Yes, but we know Ime Udoka's, you know what I'm saying, blueprint is defense first. Defense wins championships. You know what I'm saying? When all else go to field, can you lock in and play defense?
I'm cool with that.
It won
And
us 52 games last year inconsistently as an offensive team, Riz. You feel me?
yeah, and you know where we're at? We're at the point, if you remember about 10 years ago, 8, 10, 11 years ago, where the Golden State Warriors were with Mark Jackson. They made it to the second round of the playoffs the year before they won a championship. I think they lost to the Clippers, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. They were cooking, but they were never, when they let him go unjustly, right? They did him dirty and they brought Steve Kerr in there and he opened it up. He didn't do nothing. He changed a few things, opened it up. It took him to another level. I don't want to see that happen to Ime. He turned his team around like Mark Jackson did. We're on the cusp. We're right there. And I don't want to see Ime get canned and so they can bring in some other dude and all he do is just like, oh, we just gonna space it out a little bit, move some guys, some backdoor cuts, some screens, and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, bro, Ime could have did that. Mark
Yeah.
Jackson could have did that. You know, oh, we just gonna bench this dude and play this guy, right? Oh, so I feel like we heading down that direction.
Yeah, I'm hearing you, Reg. You know what I'm saying? I'm on your side with that because, you know, I'm just playing devil's advocate because, you know what I'm saying, it's me and you. We going back and forth. I want your perspective being heard just like mine. But, you know, Ime, I'm not, and I'm sitting, and you know, I want everybody to hear me out. Ime does have to get this offensive thing going. You know what I'm saying? He does have, you know, a situation where you have to make LP still look dominant, but the offense flow freely. You know what I'm saying? And that means LP, you know what I'm saying, getting comfortable with KD and Ahmed Thompson, you know what I'm saying, doing his thing. Because I think Ahmed Thompson can, like King say, leading them in scoring. I think Ahmed Thompson could possibly average 20, bro. Like, as far as what we need and what we can get up out of him, Ahmed Thompson can be deadly. But hopefully he's healthy enough, you know what I'm saying, all them cramps and things like that can get done. But yes, I'm not trying to say that Ime Udoka don't have no fault at all. He does need to, and we do need to get this offense intact because we have a lot of offensive weapons. Jabbar needs to be placed up, you know what I'm saying, early on, and you know what I'm saying, KD needs to get the game coming to him like Shai did last night. You know what I'm saying? Shai looking terrible, but I think that was credit to the Rockets defense, especially Ahmed Thompson. And then, you know, Shai being Shai, the MVP that he is, the great player that he is, you know what I'm saying, he waited till the game came to him. This is what players do. So, like I said, when it came to coaching, we're not having that smoke for Mark over there when they going toe-to-toe with a team that don't have a true point guard, and we got 7-footers out there running around. You know what I'm saying? Yes, they missing Jalen Williams, but we missing who we missing. So what I'm saying is, you know, if we would have won that game, would we had the same smoke for Mark as a championship level coach like that? Like I get it, we a Rockets channel, we a Rockets base, and we speaking on what we pointing out what we need to get better at. You know what I'm saying? That's first and foremost, because they hear the streams, they hear what we saying, not just me, y'all. You feel me?
Did the Rockets offense improve in year 2 under MA than what it was in year 1 of MA?
Did the offense improve?
Didn't it?
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah,
I gotta check the numbers. We talking about numbers. I gotta check the numbers.
When we went, we was right over above 500, like 42-40, I think, or
41 and 41.
Yeah. And so
I
then
think
last
the rating improved as far as the offensive numbers. I don't know, bro. I know the rating improved.
The points went up. They was more spread across the starters and the bench, but ultimately that was people, like you say, people making a step, and then the players taking more accountability.
Somebody in the chat said y'all need to talk about the defense.
Yeah, but I already touched on the defense. I think the defense is gonna be there, but you got a number of new pieces. You know, Reed Shepard didn't play last year. KD wasn't on his team. Okogie wasn't on his team. We dabbled with the double bigs until late in the season and then the postseason. But we ain't played with that lineup all season last year. So you got new faces, you know, new teammates, dudes in new roles. And then all of them have to learn how to play with each other. So I think the defense is gonna be fine. I think the offense is gonna be fine. I do think it was too much standing around last night. I do think that part of the reason, and it's an issue for Reed Shepard to keep driving, get one foot in the paint, and then pick up the ball. But the way he's turning around, looking around, is like he expected somebody to be moving or doing something. Everybody just standing there watching.
Standing around. Yeah, ain't no motion. Ain't no
He do
motion.
the same thing every time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I think the offense is also gonna get better. It's just a matter of, you know, them dudes playing together, and then MA kind of figuring out what we need to do, you know, from play to play, night to night.
Yeah, I would like to see, because when we got KD, everybody was on this whole, you know, KD's a good shot blocker and the woody wop. You know, I would like to see some of that. And then, like I said, in a game like last night, you know, they playing physical. You know, Caruso is all of a sudden, it seems like he's the strongest person in the league. All of a sudden, he turned into the white Lou Dort. You know what I mean? Alfred Sengun run over everybody, but he can't move Caruso. Something's going on with Caruso. He was over there with LeBron James, so I'm a little suspect about Caruso strength and speed. You know what I mean? And something ain't right about that. But I said in my mind's eye, Kevin Durant really just need to be a little bit more physical on defense. I want to see him embrace who we are as a Rockets team. I know that's not his game, but you know, you came here to be a part of this particular organization, and we have a reputation of being a physical team. And when a team is getting physical with you, I just want to see you throw some elbows, move some people around, hit somebody. You know, he fouled out, so I can't really say, you know, I can't really.
Yeah. See, y'all failed to mention. I'm still waiting on it. Besides being J-Dog, this nigga Tyree Eason. How you let Josh Okogie outplay you, dog? How you let Josh Okogie?
They trying to let that
bro.
nigga. They trying to
let him live. They trying to let him
off the hook.
Hey, look, I ain't gonna let him off the hook, but when you tell me to
mention Bud is already off the hook. You said Bud.
No, I'm saying, when you tell me to mention defense, and I had my parlay on KD that he would have at least one block or steal, just a half of one and a half or another one. Put them together, give me one. That's all I needed, was for you to get a block or steal, and you did neither. I got to bring that up in defense, because everybody else at least did one of the other. Everybody,
you just being biased about your money.
You been biased about the money. He been biased about Tyree Eason too. I don't know if y'all know.
No,
where your money on Tyree Eason? What you thought Tyree Eason was gonna do, nigga?
Okay, let me tell you.
The biggest Tyree Eason fan out in the Rocket community.
Let me say this. So, because I am biased about Tyree Eason, I do feel like he's a better player than what he showed last night. He did not show me anything to back me up. He made me look like a complete asshole last night. I give y'all that.
You know what? I forgot you wanted Tyrese in the start lineup. I forgot
Tyrese in the start, bro.
I just cook on my own merit. I don't got no agendas with nobody on my panel. Y'all family to me, so like I don't step on nigga J's. But if I do, nigga, we gonna plex. You gonna plex?
You did put out a false narrative about me a few minutes ago. I let it go.
Oh yeah,
what I do, King?
I never said
what I say, King?
I never said before Fred got hurt that I wanted Old Shep to start over Fred.
Oh, you a motherfucking lie? I got it on record, nigga.
All right, then.
I got it on record.
Pull it up.
Okay.
Pull it up.
Okay. I ain't gonna pull it up right now, but you said that, dog. You said that, bro.
Pull it up.
I ain't gonna lie on the name. I ain't gonna lie on your name. You said it, bro.
I know you.
Okay.
I'm done with this Reed. I'm done with this Reed Shepard. I mean, I'm done with this Jalen. I'm done with this Fred VanVleet shit. Might as well start Reed Shepard. I don't know if he was joking or trolling me or whatever the case.
I remember he said that shit verbatim.
I ain't trolling.
I wasn't gonna say nothing because I already jumped on your
wait.
ass when I got
Hold
in.
on. So did I say
Salute.
Did I say that last year?
Yeah, you said that last year, bro.
No,
Okay,
say
I
what last
probably
year?
did.
This
Because
past year.
Yeah.
I probably did say that last year.
No. I ain't saying like I'm.
I thought you saying I said that in the offseason.
I wasn't gonna throw it in your face, but you did say that last year, bro.
Okay, and like I said, the nigga shot sub 30% from the field, low 30s from the three. Couldn't get past nobody, couldn't get to the paint, wasn't passing out to the perimeter. All the only pass he made was to LP.
The man was
So I
able
probably,
to
I probably didn't say it last year.
The difference is Jalen Green was leading the team, you know what I'm saying, scoring last year. It was 21 points. But when Fred was initiating the offense through and feeding LP, he was leading the team in scoring.
What, his first year here?
Yeah, his first year.
He led the team scoring in neither year. LP led it the first year he was here.
That's why I just said. But
I thought
who
you
was
said
giving
Fred
him?
led the team in scoring.
No. I was saying Fred, when Fred got here, he had that connection with LP, and LP was leading. He was giving the ball to LP. He was setting up the offense. He was trusting LP, giving the ball to LP.
The pick and rolls.
The pick and rolls, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. They had a connection, 1-2 punch. So this year prior, you know what I'm saying, Jalen Green was leading the team in scoring. So it was a different element of the offense. Fred was trying to stay out the way and let Jalen Green eat. You know what I'm saying? They weren't trying to play no favoritism with LP and Fred VanVleet. So I'm saying the offense did change. It was different. So when you ask me, you know what I'm saying, what was the offense, I was like, it changed up. It was a different setup offense from the year prior. That's all I was trying to get at. But
Listen,
I got Trey King pulling
panel.
up.
I want to hop in right
What's
quick.
up, Trey? Yeah, hop in this bitch. I got B next and I got Rich Bass on deck. What up, Trey?
Man.
What it do?
I agree with what you're saying about Tarek. Because look, everybody, once you saying, oh, it's just the first game, that's just how they saying it. It's just preseason. Then it's just early on. No, this is the season. Every game counts right now, bro. Tarek got to get out of his own head and trying to be the man. You being a man, you looking like ass. I ain't mean to cuss on your thing, but look, Tarek got to play better in the discussion. Like that was you hit the nail right on the head right before I jumped on the panel. You cannot let Josh Okogie outplay you.
Ass is good.
Josh Okogie is not better than Tari Eason, but he was better than him last night. And the other thing is, Ime, you need to get KD into the game. It's on KD and it's on Ime. KD wasn't really trying to go get it because LP was cooking, but Ime kind of need to force KD into some action so he can get the ball. It's like we playing like last year. It's like we don't even see KD on the court some players. He just chilling in the wing or chilling in the corner. We got to get him involved a little bit more. And Tari got to play better. That's just end of discussion. You gonna get gone. Like you ain't want to sign the contract. I bet you wishing you signed that contract now because look at you. You got that pressure on you. This is what you signed up for when you didn't sign that contract. So, bro, it's either Tari gonna turn up next game or he gonna be the same way in his own head. Think about that contract, and it ain't gonna do no good for his value if that's what he's trying to do. So, man, Tari got to play better. That's it. But I'm gonna land on that.
Y'all there?
Yeah, we here.
we hear you. Yeah, we listen.
Nah, he said Richard was next. Somebody, Greenlee.
He said Rich
I'm
Base.
next. Yeah, Rich was next, not me.
He said Rich Base up next, bro.
Oh, my bad. Shit, salute, fella. I'm gonna be quick. What I seen last night, I mean, Torrey, I don't even want to be the dead horse, bro. It is what it is for Torrey, dog. Like, he gotta get his shit together, or he gonna be trade bait in December, January, December. He gonna be trade bait. That's as simple as what it is, bro. Cause they not gonna let him walk for nothing, bro. But as far as last night goes, bro, I saw a lot of stuff that I didn't like. Yeah, it was the first game, but it was a lot of stuff I just felt like I just didn't like last night, man. Defensively, horrible strategy last night, bro. As far as like going to the zone too much. And it helped out a little bit, but that zone, it's just a lot of brain dead situations and possessions that was going on, that low IQ possessions, bro, from Armin Thompson, Gordon, Shaden SDA to the left 3 times in a row. When clearly, bro, the scouting report let that man go right. He either gonna pass off or he gonna try to drive. Why are you steady shading him to the left? Adolfo got pissed off with that. And I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's the first game, but no, this when you got KD, that first game shit went out the door, bro. They trying to win the championship, so every game count. I think I heard the last person say that every game counts from here on in, bro. So y'all have to be paying attention to detail. On all courts, not just the players, but Udoka too. Your adjustments, bro, gotta get better, bro. This is championship, bro. Yeah, y'all not just playing just to develop. No, you playing Reed Shepard. If he ain't got it going, bro, man, look, get that man off the floor. Get somebody else in that can do it. I don't give a fuck if it's Young Holiday, J.D. Davidson. Use your goddamn bench, bro. Last year you used your bench. You played a playoff game last night. No, you have to use use what you got to try to win the game, bro. You trying to win games. You ain't just trying to just act like it's a playoff situation. No, we ain't there yet right now, bro. You gotta try to win the game, bro. Period. But as far as the game goes, KD gotta hit the free throws at the end of the game, bro, and be aggressive off the ball. Just period, bro. Give me the fucking ball. Reed Shepard, stop looking them off. So it's a lot of stuff that they gotta fix going forward. So I'm not. It was a good game. Don't get me wrong. They lost by 1 point. We should have won that game last night. That's just what it is. But it just things they gotta clean up and they gotta get better at. And honestly, I'm gonna land on this one. We need a point guard, bro, because I know y'all saying about Armin Thompson catching cramps, but the reason why I think he caught a cramp last night, bro, think about it. Y'all want that man to go out there and facilitate and go play high level defense, bro. It's not gonna happen, bro. I just gotta be honest. It's not gonna happen right now, bro. Yes, he gotta get his endurance, get some fluids in his body, but at the same time, you asking that man to do a lot. And you seen last year, he was great when he had a good point guard next to him, bro. That's when Armin Thompson was the most effective. So going forward, I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know if they're gonna try to see if this experiment gonna work with Reed Shepard and Armin Thompson at the guard. But if they really trying to win, they're gonna have to go get a guard, bro. I don't know
Hey,
where it's gonna come from, but they're gonna have to go get a point guard, bro. They need
Hey,
one.
Rick. Hey, Rick. If
that's
it
real
ain't Drew
talk.
Holiday or Derrick White, I already said it.
That's true, bro.
Yeah, no, that's facts, bro.
Hey, B, where you at, B?
Hey, shit, I'm here, bro.
What's up
It,
with
it
it, man?
filled it filled up last night. Couldn't get on last night, so I was like, we'll be back on. Hey, man. Hey, the reason why KD ain't shoot too much, it looked like he didn't get aggressive. Is Tari took like 5 of them shots, looking KD off like he liked that, and KD wide open, bro. The other reason is you already said the lack of point guard. We wasn't able to get the ball to KD. They was pressuring us and punking us so bad that we couldn't get any actions to get him at the elbow where he would, you know what I mean? But we did a couple times in the first half, but in the second half they put an end to that. You know, the good news is man, we went to double overtime with the champs, and the champs looked locked in. Dudes off the bench was killing us, man. AJ and all them people, man, they was locked in. Um, I had to apologize to some of them. I was like, damn, I wasn't familiar with y'all's game. Like some of them boys can play, and you know, they were locked in as a team and all sync, and we just tried to beat them off of just talent. We just, you know what I mean, and damn near did. Should have a couple plays, but you know, I hope Tari don't keep playing like that. But I think we don't have no money or no moves we can make until what, like Christmas or anything. So we just got to win as many games as we can until we can get some help, or you know, maybe JD Davison get some minutes or something like that. But I was Kogi made like a stupid foul, but overall he played solid. So we'll see what's going on with the lineup moving forward. But overall, man, we took the chance to double overtime and let them know that shit's not sweet. Even though they won, like we was ahead like 99% of the game. We just got to close it out, and we'll get that chemistry by mid-season. We'll be hard to beat.
I got hold on, real quick. Rich Base. I'm sorry, my nigga. Why we can't expect Armin to facilitate score and play high level defense? Because we seen Rajon Rondo do it. We seen Jason Kidd do it. We seen Isaiah Thomas do it. We seen Chris Paul do it. What kind of soft ass shit is we giving excuses we giving players where we ain't expecting them to do the job that they asked to do? Why we can't expect it from them?
Can I respectfully say, because one, Rajon Rondo wasn't on the level as far as athleticism as a Armin Thompson, bro. Like, and let's just be honest, bro. Rajon Rondo had I'm not gonna say he had elite help defenders, but he had help, bro. So you expecting this man to go? And let's just be honest, bro. Armin Thompson is not a pure point guard, bro. That man is not no point guard, bro. He's a hybrid. He's not even a hybrid guard, bro. He's a good wing, athletic. He's an athletic wing, bro. He's not no facilitating point guard, bro. I just think they're trying to force him into that. I get it. Before he got to Houston, he was a point guard. That's what they had him listed at. But that man is not no real point guard, bro. He don't have the IQ to play point. It was plenty of times last night. He should have came up off the ball.
Hey, Rich, you don't think, you know what I'm saying? I know another guy that was put in that position, and he was like 3-4 inches shorter than him, Russell Westbrook. You don't think he can transition to a player like that, can do everything and play defense? Well, see, that's the thing, dog. Playing the defense, bro. It's the defense. And I don't think Russell Westbrook was capable of playing the high level defense as Armin Thompson, especially with the size. So we are asking Armin Thompson to do a lot. But I agree with King on that point. Like everybody expecting him to get the 250 bag or like the max deal. That's what max players are capable of. You know what I'm
saying? Fam, my thing is this. The first 2 years, it was plenty of people coming up on the panel talking about how high of a basketball IQ Armin had at such a young age. Now all of a sudden he don't got the IQ to play point guard, even though he played point guard his entire life.
No, I ain't say he ain't got no IQ as a point guard.
I never said he had no high IQ, bro. I never said that. I don't know who said that shit. I never said that, bro. He's an athletic wing, bro. That got special skills, bro. But as far as IQ, hell no. I never said this shit. That ain't come out my mouth.
My problem with Armin Thompson was that 0 for 7, shooting them goddamn threes. Like, you ain't that. That you not that. But all the other intangibles, I think he can get better at, you know what I'm saying, from game to game basis. You feel me? Like, he adapt to his environment. I think Armin Thompson is one of them. They all believe he was created in the lab somewhere, him and his brother, and they're different athletes. So I believe that Armin Thompson does, you know what I'm saying, he can get better. We've seen it from year to year basis. So I want him to be an overall two-way player. Like, that's what we asked him to be. You feel me? At the end of the day. So why not start in year 3 of Armin Thompson? You know what I'm saying? He made Doku, putting him in different positions, different. You know, he was in the darker spot as a rookie. Second year, he was coming off the bench and took over Jabari's spot, just being an NBA player. Now we ask him to be a full-fledged point guard with no Fred VanVleet, no big brother on the court to actually, you know, help you out when you make mistakes on the court. He don't have that guidance no more. You know what I'm saying? I just like you gotta learn on the fly. You feel me?
No, I feel you, bro. I just feel like in this position, bro, he ain't ready, dog. And for what they need right now, he's not ready to take the lead guard spot right now, bro. He's not ready, bro.
Hey,
a lot of
who
times,
is?
I ain't arguing with you.
He better than Reed Shepherd, I'll tell you that.
No, he got there way better than Reed Shepherd. That ain't even.
Yeah, so I'm asking you who is. If he ain't ready, who
What
is?
happened in the fourth quarter?
We don't have that right now, bro.
Went down.
Well, then he's the dude. You know what I mean? Like, if we ain't got nobody, then he's the dude.
What I'm saying is he's not ready, though. I'm not saying they're not going to put him in the position. I mean, we ain't got nobody. But at the same time,
but that's what I'm saying.
That don't make him ready, though, bro. Just because.
Yeah, but what does that mean?
But that's by default though. Fred is out, so we have no other choice but to put him at
Exactly.
guard.
I agree with what Greenleaf said. He want a max contract. This is what we're asking you to do. You're all defensive first team player. So you're gonna have to guard the best player, and he's not gonna.
Hey, Rich.
Bro, not
There's
even
no
Jordan
true
did
blue
that
point
shit,
guard on
bro.
our team, bro.
But
Şengün
y'all
was
being
passing the ball more than
unrealistic,
a man.
bro. But y'all
Hey,
sound
Rich.
unrealistic, bro. Y'all
No,
sound unrealistic.
what? Hey, listen.
Jordan wasn't even the best defender on the team, bro. It was Scottie Pippen. Come on, bro. What we talking about here, bro?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, that it is a lot asking him to guard the best player and do this, but he's not
Like, come on.
facilitating a
What y'all
full
talking
time. Is what
Hey,
about?
I'm
look.
saying.
But
What
He's
I'm.
not a
What
full
I'm.
time point guard.
hold on.
He plays
The
the point
thing
guard
is
spot, but it's
that
really Şengün
over the
running the offense. If we being real, like Şengün
over
create
the
more
length of the
offense than a Man
season,
Thompson.
he's not gonna be asked to do that. You gotta remember, DFS still ain't on this team. You got Tari, you got a
And I
Kobe.
agree with
You
that.
got
I agree
okay,
with
so
that. I agree with that.
you got several other
But we,
players
my
that can
bad. Go
guard
ahead.
the best player for stretches. He may guard him some, but he ain't gonna have to guard him for 30, however many minutes that he playing. But we still should be able to expect him to facilitate, give us scoring, and play great defense.
I just don't agree with that, bro. Just me personally, bro. You're not gonna get that. Like you said, DFS is out, bro. I agree with that. I think when DFS come back, just like he took that role with Dylan Brooks last year, they was interchangeable. So you see the best of Armin. You didn't see him cramp up like that last night, bro. That man was trying to facilitate. He had a bad. To me, he didn't really have a good game last night. Me personally, but at the same time. That's why you seen him last year, kicking cramps. He chasing Steph Curry around, bro. Like you can't, bro. It's no way. Athletes are different nowadays, bro. This shit, it's a whole. I'm not trying to. I'm one not to baby no players, bro. I don't baby nobody, bro. If you getting paid all that money, go out there and perform, bro. So I'm not trying to baby. I just gotta be realistic, bro. He's not a facilitator right now, and you asking that man to go out there and go out SGA the whole game, man. Hell
Hey,
no, bro.
hey, now Rich Base, you know what I mean? I think you're gonna be outvoted on this one, bro. Because
That's fine. I'm cool with
it-
that.
I mean, I know, but you gotta realize this, we might be a little bit older or whatever, but you still grew up in the Mamba era. And I don't, and when Army hit his shot, he hit his little fadeaway in Boston, and he said, "Oh man, I feel like Kobe." Well, you can't. I don't think you can go to Ahmed and say, "Hey, bro, we're gonna give you a pass because you playing defense and you supposed to pass the ball." I don't think he would accept that as a reasonable excuse because I think he hangs his hat on the ability that he can be a two-way player and do everything on the court. So I don't even think that if you told him that, "Hey, man, we got empathy for your situation." I don't even think he would accept that himself. That's not the Mamba mentality. That's not what elite players do. That's not what max players are required to do. No max player, bro. Nobody that you gonna say, we got to give him the max. We got to give him his bag. Nobody that you say that about it gets a pass for having to do three things on the court. That's not what it is. You gotta guard the best player a lot of times. You talk about Elijah One, you talk about Kobe, you know, who else? If the best player is
Even
at your
LeBron
position,
punk ass.
you're right. When the best player is at your position and you a max player, that's your assignment. So even Curry, even Curry, when Curry is on the floor and the best player is at his position, he don't call Clay over there and tell Clay to come guard him. He stick him. If he get beat, he get beat. Yeah, they do some switching and stuff like that to compensate for it, but that's your job. You're a max player. You got to do that, bro. And that's just what it is. And you know, the fact that he got a hammy or whatever, okay, he is explosive. So we know explosive guys have hammies early in the season, bro. They working out, they come fresh off of working out. They're not really stretched up like they're supposed to be. They come out the preseason, early in the season, they get their hammy. Ahmed is not the most durable player that we have on the team either. So it is important that we pay attention to his health. But overall, I agree with what you said though. As far as it's just the first game, that's not an excuse for nobody. That's not an excuse for nobody to say it's the first game. That's just my hopeful ambition to say that, hey, look, we did that on this night, the first game. We got 82 more of these in order for these guys to get ready. And every game is going to be a learning experience. I'm the kind of person that I wouldn't put it past Kevin Durant to have said to himself, I'm not gonna go all out this game. I'm gonna go ahead and do my job. I'm not gonna go ahead and F up, but I'm not gonna bail these kids out. I'm gonna let them see what it's like to have to thug it out with the champ so we can get that experience. Because I believe in my mind's eye that Kevin Durant could have went for 30 last night, but he didn't. Why did the greatest, let me tell you something. Why did the greatest scorer of all time, in the eyes of most of these media pundits or whatever, why did we lose by 1 point when the greatest scorer of all time was on our team and our best player outscored the MVP? That's because the only thing I can come to the conclusion is that he felt like it wasn't his job to save this team.
Yeah,
Well,
I would agree with that. You know what I'm saying? He was letting LP be the best player on the team. And, you know, when it come down to it, you know, if I need to take this shot, and it came down to it, free throws, you know what I'm saying, at a point. So at the end of the day, like he didn't live up to the expectation of him, you know, giving it to KD. But it's also a problem. We couldn't get the ball to him when where he's comfortable at. You know what I'm saying? We had to give him the ball and he had to make a decision, you know, taking this play off the dribble. And LP had to take boys off the dribble and make something happen. And like even still, you know, we went to double overtime, but it didn't pan out, you know what I'm saying, with a dub at the end of the day. So I don't know. Hey, Pritt Berry, what's good, Pritt? Hey, Pritt Berry, you there?
Look out, Green. You can hear me?
Yeah. What's up with it, G?
It sound good. I'm on the truck. It sound good.
Nah, you good, homie? You good? Can y'all hear him?
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
hear him at first.
I heard him.
Hey, I don't know what's going down, bro, but I heard you, but now I can't hear you. But y'all continue till he get back in action, man. Go on, jump in there whenever you're ready, Pritt Berry.
Now I thought KD down the stretch looked like he wanted to. That's why they had, you know, for a couple of possessions, they gave him the ball, and he was the one bringing the ball up and trying to get into the action. Him fouling out hurt us, but also the fact that Lou Dort was you know, to take, I think EF said this, was on KD like back pockets. I mean, he could not shake free of Lou Dort whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? To get himself to try and make a move or whatever. I think he would have took over if he could. You know, I just think the ball pressure, the pressure that they was putting on the players was too much. And maybe MA gonna have to tell KD, look, bro. And I don't know who just said it a little while ago. Maybe need to throw an elbow or something. You know what I'm saying? Like he gonna have to figure out a way to get these dudes off of him, because the blueprint is out on KD of extreme pressure on him. Get up in his chest. You know what I'm saying? And he's not aggressive enough, it don't seem like, to create that space.
Yeah,
And also,
that was me saying he needs to embrace the Rockets culture, bro. He needs to embrace the Rockets culture. I know you the Slim Reaper and you know, kind of a finesse player, but we need a little gritty and grimy right now. You know what I'm saying? We need everybody on the floor to be a little bit gritty and grimy for us to pull this off.
but also too, that's where a good point guard come in. Because when you got a guard like Fred that's smart enough, and yeah, I blame a lot of that shit on the dope. I do. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do, because that's your job to get your best player open and going. That's your job as a head coach. When you send Reed Shepard, confused ass out there, stop looking off the best player, bro. Get that man the ball quick and early, bro. But also, that's when you got a point guard that's recognizing situation. Okay, I see Lou Dort playing my man aggressive. Hey, LP, come set him off ball screen so I can get him open. Or I'm as a point guard, I'ma know, hey, if you say you was a point guard, you gonna know certain spots where you gotta get the ball to your best player, bro. Certain key angles and everything, you gotta know that. So I get it. It's Reed Shepard first game in a high leverage situation. He gonna have to learn how to play with KD. They all gonna have to learn it. But at the same time, basketball is basketball, bro. You ain't just start playing yesterday. You got to know how to get the ball to certain guys, bro. You like, and that's why I say Reed Shepard is not a point guard. Amon Thompson is not a point guard. You got to know how to get the ball to certain it's simple, bro. It's just simple point guard skills. How to get the ball to certain people, bro. And that's
Reed
just my
Shepard is
person.
better off the ball, bro.
Me,
He's better off the
basically,
ball.
he a shooting guard, bro. They can't
Exactly.
shoot. He
My
a shooting
thing
guard. They can't shoot.
is that's why I think JD Davison might get some minutes, bro. I think JD Davis because he can just do some of that stuff. He can run the pick and roll really well, like you know what I mean. So like I think he might if we don't fix it, man. We got to have somebody to get our shooters in good positions.
And look,
We
I've
got
been
to.
pretty negative. I don't want to be all 100% negative. This is with us making 25 turnovers, bro. We had 25 turnovers last game, and it was a 1-point game. Şengün missed a clutch free throw. KD missed a clutch free throw. All this, and it's still a 1-point game. Tari
Reed
having his
Shepard missed the
worst
clutch
game
free
in
throw.
an NBA jersey, bro.
I mean,
Yeah.
Shea missed clutch free throws too.
Yep.
So I mean, the game was over when KD missed that free throw. Me personally, I mean, the game should have been over when KD missed that free throw. Me personally,
But
you got
25 turnovers, bro, that is a lot of turnovers.
that's a lot of
Yeah,
turnovers, bro.
I
I
was
told them
saying,
niggas, bro. I told them niggas that what point guard dudes come in it. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Point guard shit,
But
turnover
everybody
Now I was
like
shit.
trying not to
You
be
know
Şengün
what I'm
too
had
saying?
hard.
Nigga,
KD
KD
had
had
4.
four,
Everybody
Tyrese
was.
had four, Reed
Yep.
had 2, Alp had 4. I think So that's all point guard duties. Somebody got to get the people in the offense. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like we got a long season, they can get better. But for right now, we know, you know what I'm saying, what we really missing. If this was a playoff game, which it wasn't, first game of the season, both teams gonna get better throughout the season. But when we see what we see, bro. We gotta get better at their point guard position right now. You know what I'm saying, collectively, if they gonna talk about do it by committee.
yeah. Now I was trying not to be too much of a bandwagon jumper, but after last night, I do think I know that Okogie played good, but as far as need, I don't know if Okogie should have got those minutes over JD Davison or Aaron Holiday. I didn't really see Aaron Holiday do much last night, but last night would have been a good time to to see if
You know,
if huh
you know why you boy. You know why Kobe got them minutes? Yeah,
why is that? Because
cause
Tate was third.
your starting two guard Tari Eason got SGA going, nigga. That's why he got them minutes.
Hey, well,
They
if
need
he would have
somebody
been
to cut the
starting, he
water
might
off
not would
on.
have had
They need
attitude.
somebody to cut the water off on goddamn SGA, bro. Cause
If he
goddamn.
if he'd have been starting, he might not have had that attitude.
So now you gonna
Man,
make
He would have signed
excuses.
that contract.
man, SGA didn't even break a sweat, bro. Shea wasn't even sweating last night, bro. That shit crazy.
Nah, you wouldn't.
That man wasn't even sweating last night, bro. Like it was like the first half they did a good job on him, but the
Well,
second half they got that man
hey,
going, bro.
No,
They got
no, no.
SGA.
well,
Armin did a good job on him. You know what I'm saying? When you talking
The
about what
first
you know, what I'm
half,
saying,
Shea
playing
didn't
both
do
hey,
sides of the
nothing,
court.
bro.
but
But that
but real,
nigga Chet broke down that damn zone.
Yeah,
He was
Chet
Chet
was
Yeah,
lying.
was
He
the
breaking
one
the
did.
breaking
game.
down that zone
he
because he
shot
couldn't
a lot of
miss.
them
hey,
zones, bro.
hey,
He
he
couldn't
shot the
miss.
hell out that ball, bro. He shot the hell out that ball.
He was
But
12 for 26, bro. 12 of
who?
26, bro. Shea.
Shay?
Shea was 12 of 26 last
No,
night,
no,
bro.
no. Shay, like I said, like I said last night, like Shay gonna be Shay. You just all you can do is try to maintain a nigga. Nigga's a great player, MVP level player. So you're not gonna stop Shay. You can only maintain the situation. And I think Armin Thompson was outplaying him in the first quarter. And you know what I'm saying, going into the second quarter, he kind of, Armin Thompson kind of like shot away. I think the scheme of things kind of went away from it. But in the third quarter, you start seeing Shea going to work because they couldn't count on Chet all the time. Because Chet started shooting threes instead of, and we got out that zone. We started playing one-on-one. So when we start, like J-Dawg said, we ain't going to be in that goddamn zone all goddamn game. Somebody going to have to go at their man. So when they come
Fact.
down to it, you know what I'm saying, our Chet want to shoot threes. Because all we was doing is making them take mid-ranges. And the game plan was to, you know what I'm saying, with the one-on-one defense, bridge him out. So he started missing his threes, and Shea started to cook. You know what I'm saying? On the one-on-one shit. But we was in that defense, it worked for Shea. Stopping Shea and Ahmed Thompson having that pressure on Shea. You know what I'm saying? Staying in tech with his man. It's basically a man defense. Stay on your man, Ahmed. I don't give a fuck if we're in the zone or not. But when he's not on the court, the scheme changes up. People not playing the same level of defense. Tyree Eason, like you supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Letting a nigga have a layup when he was 1 for 3 going into the second quarter. This nigga get a layup. And you know what I'm saying? Now he not a deer in the caught in headlights no more as far as the defense, what we was approaching. So Shea got the cooking. You know what I'm saying? So like that's what it came down to for me, for what I seen last night.
I want to circle back to that man thing we was talking about. With he can't defense and facilitate and all this. He was guarding the MVP last night. We got to add that into context too. A man not gonna be guarding the MVP every single night, so that come into it. But we should expect defense and semi facilitating for duties, because I say Şengün still facilitate more than Amen Thompson. But the other thing is Reed. Everybody was saying, before that, I was saying in the pregame, we got to double him. Y'all was like, nah, we ain't going to double him. We ain't going to double him. We got to respect Shea. He the MVP for a reason. So, yeah, I was right about that. But the other thing, Reed.
Hey, now, you was on the money with that. They started doubling that nigga early, too.
Yep. And Reed, bro. And everybody was like, yeah, Reed, start. Give him the minutes. Give him the minutes. This is what's going to happen with Reed. He's still a second year. He going to make mistakes. He ain't even noticed KD behind him, bro. I'm telling you. So give him minutes. Like, I don't think he should be in there in crunch time scenarios unless it's absolutely necessary, bro. Like, he not ready for that unless he just hot that game. I agree.
I mean, but Trey, Reed Shepherd, he might not be ready, but you still got to go with who you got, bro. Like, we can't just have him sitting on the bench for nothing. Like,
and we had Holiday.
But Holiday, no. I'm talking about politics. I'm talking about money. Like this nigga Reed Shepherd making $11 million or $10 million this year, and Aaron Holiday making what $3-5 million or some shit like that.
2.5.
2.5. So I'm just saying, like, you're not finna do that. You gotta let that nigga breathe, bro. Like, ain't no holding no nigga hand through the port no more, Trey. Like, you gotta let Reed Shepherd experience the ups and downs, just like Ahmed Thompson. We know these two dudes ain't no pure point guard, but they gotta understand the mission. Fred ain't there. You know what I'm saying? If we lurking for, for a go-to guard, for me, if we're gonna make that desperation move, it gotta be for Aaron Holiday some situation. I mean, a Drew Holiday for some situation, or Derek White. Them the only two niggas that I see that can make some difference.
But the money gotta match though. With
it does have to matter. That's why I say the situation has to matter if we can get those guys. You feel me, Trey? So I heard my nigga Ticket talking about, Greeny, this Reed Shepherd. No, nigga, see, you ambulance chasing Ticket like 1 minute you say this and the next minute you say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never said Reed Shepherd was the end all be all. See, as a Rockets fan, I know what I'm saying. Put that nigga out there, let him experience the shit, because 4 months later, y'all gonna say, see, I told y'all about Reed Shepherd. No, we ain't finna do that shit. Stand on what you say. It's about the productivity. Reed Shepherd isn't there yet. You feel me, Troy? He not there yet. We can see that. But he still has time to grow and improve. Like we all we got right now. You know what I'm saying? Until that time comes. But if the situation changes and his level of play changes throughout the season, we're gonna have a totally different outcome. So right now, I don't care if he's starting or coming off the bench. Just get better. Just get better, bro. You feel me? Like, just get better, dog. Because we all we got right now on the Rockies.
I agree with that. I agree. He do got to get better. That's the end of the day.
And we weren't getting the ball to Bari or KD in advantageous, positions or situations where they can, get comfortable and just hit shots, bro. Like, but hey, we'll get better. I mean, this was against the champs opening night. You know what I mean? We got 82 games. Hey, I know this. We're a playoff team.
Hey, sure. Stop saying that, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I hate when people say that it's against the champs. What the fuck that mean, bro? What the hell that mean? Because they the champs, bro.
I don't know. I'm saying we came really close to beating them. We came really close to beating them, and we ain't got nothing figured out as a team yet. So, hey,
Hey, yo, can I jump in?
They're a polished machine, bro. They won a championship together. They understand how to
Nah,
win big games.
we should have beat them. Damn, that one we could
Yeah,
have
we should have beat them.
We should have beat
We should.
that, bro.
We
We
was
were
in a
beating them for
position multiple
99% of
times.
regulation.
That's right.
Yeah.
We should have beat them, but they know how to win. We got to learn once
Man,
we
I don't give a
gel
shit about
together.
all that, bro. We know how we could have won that. There ain't no yeah.
Huh?
The KD falling shape. That shit is really what killed our ass.
Mhm.
Stupid play.
That
Bonehead
should
play,
been
bro.
game over, bro.
And the timeout. This wasn't KD best
And
game.
the
The
timeout,
timeout,
bro.
the free
Timeout.
throw, the foul. Like
17
this
5
wasn't
points.
KD best game.
That nigga
17
fouled out.
Hey,
That nigga fouled out and everything, nigga. Nah, fuck
hey,
that.
bro.
That's
17
Tyrese. KD shouldn't be playing
Hey,
on defense on stage.
points.
Tyrese should be out there over Reed Shepard in crunch time defensive play.
Ain't trust
Hey, Larry, what's up, Larry?
ain't trust
Hey,
that nigga.
hey, it was hey man. I heard two things that kind of shocked me, man. That's why I kind of came up, man. Look, first of all, a man like he's not a point guard, but he has to handle those duties, right? And the thing is, he's not gonna really have days where he's gonna have a night off because we in the Western Conference, bro. He gonna be playing against the top guy every game, and especially if we go against the if we playing this double big lineup, he gonna be against the number one guy pretty much every single game, every night, pretty much. So if they gonna roll out that big lineup, bro, it's just he gonna be catching cramps every game. I mean, unless
Until
we
DFS come back. I gotta say that.
okay, so he might be
That
in the
was my
starting lineup.
point. That was my bad, Larry. Go ahead, my bad.
Okay, so another thing I heard, hey EF man, please don't let it slip out your mouth again that man didn't play good because he was mad he wasn't in the starting lineup, bro. Come on, man. Hey, stop it, man. The
I was
dude,
trolling J-Dog, man. I was just trolling J-Dog. That's all.
okay. Hey, but man, the dude played pretty horribly last night, and that's I mean, because we can blame it on KD, we can blame it on a number of Reed Shepard, on Tari, on Bari. I mean, but man, they come in as a team, they would have won as a team, they would have lost as a team. We ain't gonna blame it on KD because you know what? OKC could have came down and hit a 3-pointer if he had hit that damn free throw. So let's just chill, and I think it's gonna be okay. But something that J-Dog said earlier, I mean, he said it during the preseason. Man, I don't want KD playing at the shooting guard. So now what it looks like is we got 3 or 4 players playing out of position. I don't think that's a recipe for winning. So figure something out. And I don't think it's on the bench, by the way. I don't think Aaron Holiday gonna come in and run just some crazy like level of his brother at point guard. I don't think that's gonna happen, man. Because I think if it would have happened, even though you can say politics are involved, you don't want to be dropping games like this. Now, if a blueprint was put out there by OKC, and everybody isn't OKC, by the way, but if a blueprint is put out there, well, how you defend these players, then that's already a bad sign already. That's already
But
a
you
bad
know, just to play devil's advocate on, because that's a good point. You know, the blueprint is out there, but also we can get better with the blueprint. You know what I'm saying? Because we haven't figured each other out. We talking about a team that just won a championship, so they're together collectively. We got it bounced out in the first round, and they missing Jalen Williams. We missing our general on the court. So we have some things to figure out. I think the impact of both sides was missing something, and it came down to 1 point. So we have good, you know what I'm saying, things to take from the game and some bad things to take from the game. So at the end of the day, I'm with Laro. Like, you know, I believe we're gonna get better, you know, throughout the season. It's not the end all be all with the OKC Thunder, no, but this is the best situation for the Rockets, so we can see what we see. Players can get better, and you know what I'm saying, stop picking up their dribble. They got to keep hope alive and keep the, you know what I'm saying, possessions alive. Stop looking off on KD. You know, I've seen that from everybody. Somebody pointed that out as well. I've seen it from everybody, from LP, Reed Shepard, Amon Thompson, all that. We seen the game last night. But what I didn't like, 2 things. I didn't like Amon Thompson shoot 7 threes. And that would be the second thing. The one thing I would say is Tyrese and punk ass. I think he just really sold us. He sold us, bro. He sold us. KD fouled out. KD shouldn't be fouling out. If you fouling out, I mean, you know what I'm saying, you doing something. You being aggressive on something. And we know KD ain't no defensive stopper. So with Reed Shepard being out there over Tyree Eason, this is a lot, bro. I don't know if y'all can want it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what y'all doing with that, but that's a big factor with Tyree Eason because I think he is that important for this team. And for him to wet the bed, for him not to be, have no type of impact. He had good possessions, but we see Tyree Eason damn near heart about to pump out his chest. Like he really wanted it. I didn't think Tyree Eason wanted it last night.
Hey, yo, Greenleaf. Merk one said something down in the chat or whatever, right? He said Steven Adams played 37 minutes, man. What's your sweet spot for Steven? Because he's not bringing anything offensively, right? So what's really, even though he can rebound, and he did have some good rebounds, right? But what's a sweet spot for him? I was thinking more like around 20 to 25 minutes. I know it was a double overtime game, but I don't think he got much running in the OTs or whatnot. But, I mean, that's a lot of minutes for that dude, man.
I mean, Steven Adams wasn't the problem. He did his job. He was a +2 with 13 rebounds. I think he led he did lead the Rockets in rebounds, and he led every OKC. So I think Steven Adams still did his job. So I don't know what that. So I don't know why you call Merk one.
Now, do you think a lot of that? Because my thing is, if your boy, I mean, he's the guy on the hot seat right now.
My boy, who my boy?
Tari Eason, man. He on the hot seat because the thing is like a lot of minutes were going it out yesterday because Ime basically had to put him on the bench, man.
Yeah, he played like a whole mark. He played like a bitch. Tyrese and them on it, bro. Didn't we see he made bench Jalen Green and LP to a certain degree, but he came back with LP and hit the game with like come on, bro, this Ime Udoka. Like he gonna play who he trusts. No, that's not. I ain't trying to do that.
They laughing, but that's the goddamn truth, nigga. That nigga played like a straight up bitch yesterday, bro.
Effort is non-negotiable.
Like real talk. Like it ain't nothing funny about the shit. I mean, I know y'all laughing, you know what I'm saying? But that nigga, bro, the way that nigga sold that game, the way that nigga wasn't engaged, disengaged, bro, and he had that one block on, say, cool, all right, you had one moment in the game. Every time they gave you the ball, you hit 1 3. Every time they gave you the ball, you act like you ain't never goddamn shot a basketball before. You doing underhanded ass layup. Who the fuck do underhanded layups, bro? The fuck is you doing?
The nigga said, "Hey, I want more responsibility, J-Dog. I want more.
Hell out of here,
I want all that. I want all the opportunity."
Man, bro, it's obvious, bro.
And as soon as you get out there, you can't even dribble. You tripping over your own foot. You giving the ball to the next to the whole team. You letting Shea underlay. Here you go. You know what I'm saying? Underlay. Here you go. Clear lane to the rack.
You know what?
Bro, I ain't know, bro. Y'all niggas older than me, bro. Y'all got more knowledge. Y'all seen the game. Y'all know when a nigga falling, bro. Y'all know what it is. Y'all seen this shit, bro.
People face pressure differently. Like all that, I want to prove a year deal or whatnot, right? Man, people handle that differently. You've never been under that kind of pressure, probably, man. Bro, you just basically looking at you can get injured, get nothing. You can play like trash, get little.
I don't trust that nigga then. I just don't trust him no more.
I don't trust niggas.
I don't trust his health. I don't trust his attitude no more. I don't trust that he's about the team because I didn't see it in game 1.
But guess what? If he acting that way over that, while he's still under contract and stuff like that, if he continues along that path, then we made the right decision and not paying you if that's who you are.
Hey, he gonna be in Quinn Grimes situation, selling for $8 million. You know what I'm saying? And you get hurt or your production went down, we're gonna see if 25 other teams really want you. They might want you because it's snatched away from you from us. But if it ain't $25 million, $20 million. If they ain't paying you that, nigga, you gonna settle for 10 over here. We try to get you 17.
Hey, Greenleaf, they're gonna be like in free agency. They're gonna be like, man, why Ime put Josh Okogie over Tari Eason last year? He must know something.
Right.
Nah, but in a playoff series, bro, in a 7-game series with OKC, bro, with adjustments. And looking at film game by game, I think Houston can get OKC, bro. And that's just me, in my personal opinion. I think I think Houston is a good matchup for them because of the length and the timely shooting from Kevin Durant and how LP is playing, bro. I think they can get them, bro. Because I think defensively in a 7-game series, I think I'm gonna need 7 games to figure out not even 7 games, but he need a game by game basis on how to guard shape. And once he figures out his movements, because Armin is good at that, is figuring out a player's movements. And in a 7-game series, he'll make it difficult for Shea, bro. Now this is a 1 game. It's a 1 game off, bro. It's not gonna happen in 1 game, but in a 7-game series, Adoka, I believe they can beat OKC, bro. And that's just my personal opinion.
Hey, Rich. Hey, now let me say this, bro, because I want to be clear. This the vitriol that's coming out of, you know what I'm saying, some of us, bro. Yeah, you can say we overreacted, but this 1 game, we know that. We ain't tripping on that. We know it's 1 game. But at the same time, bro, when you see an opportunity lost like that early in the season as a statement game, you could have made a statement coming out. He winning this game against OKC on ring night. You know what I'm saying? In their home court, and with your team freshly new, you know what I'm saying, put together, bro,
I
and
agree
made that
with you, bro.
statement and won that game. So we spewing a lot of shit tonight, but bro, it's the way we lost is what's real aggravating to me, bro. Because that
I agree.
game was in hand. It was at hand, bro, for real.
I agree, bro. I feel like they never got control of possessions, bro. They never got control of possession last night. You
Nah,
had
you're right.
opportunities. You had opportunities to go up, and yeah, you missed free throws. Yeah, you had bonehead defensive plays, but they had a chance to win that game last night. I ain't one of the ones coming there saying, "Oh no, I
Yeah.
just won game." Fuck that shit. You supposed to go out there and take that one. You supposed to
No,
go
I know
take
you
it
know.
on that.
Yeah,
That's the first game of the season. Think about it, bro. They put
right.
us on the first game on NBC
Prime
against the
time.
champs. Prime
Prime
time.
time. Yeah.
You supposed to go get that, bro.
You got to go get that one, bro.
Hey, but I'll say this: we took them 2 overtimes, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we right there with the champs, and we don't got shit figured out. You know what I'm saying? Compared to where we want to be.
Oh
So,
yeah,
hey,
that's improved. That's a
we
good
got
sign.
82 games to get real dangerous. You know what I'm saying? So, I just hope we continue to. I hope we can come here week after week and say, hey, we're getting a little better at this, a little better at. So all we
We
gotta do
need
is
to
be ready
win
by
during
the end.
this
You know what I'm
shit.
saying?
We need to win while we goddamn getting better. Yeah, I don't like losing. Shit.
Yeah.
I agree
I'm
with
with
you,
you
but
on
I
that.
don't
I'm
like
with you on
losing,
that.
bro.
No, but that is the bright side of it though, too, J Dog. Like we got a chance to get better, and and we got to roll out without mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I think we're a team, an organization that feeds off of mistakes, get better at that, and we have to show like our weaknesses. We have to, face our fears and face our weaknesses in front of our face. You know what I'm saying? And I think they're gonna get better at that. But individually as a player, these guys have to, have some camaraderie. They have to figure out how to play with Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant know how to figure out how to play with these niggas. He been doing it
Yeah.
for 19 years. So it's about when it goes back to when I said it, ACL stream with Fred VanVleet. He's gonna be a big impact. I don't want Kevin Durant out there. Y'all niggas trying to give Moss credit. That's my brother. But at the same time, I said it. I don't want Kevin Durant out there like that in Brooklyn because we dealing with a young core group, and you just want. And he don't have a point guard, and that was my biggest thing when I was telling niggas when he went to Phoenix. They gonna need a point guard. All that shit in Phoenix ain't gonna work like that. And I stand on what I say. Fred VanVleet was a big part of him coming to this team. Ime Udoka was a bigger part, you know what I'm saying, and the guys like that. But as far as on the court, you have to the trust factor with your point guard, bro. You know what I'm saying? I deal with this shit. I don't want to be a playmaker when I hoop. I know I can do it, but I don't want to do that shit, dog. I want to be me. You know what I'm saying? I want the nigga that set me up or setting my big man up or setting my wing players up, and I can play defense and I can do the other intangibles and things that's not gonna show up on the stat sheet. That's what make a good team. You feel me? So when you have a point guard or not to, we don't have ain't no Chris Paul's no more in the making, bro. I'm just sorry, but at the same time, when you got a mindset as a point guard like Fred VanVleet, you know, when it comes down to it, that's what you're missing. And so I'm expecting that with Armin Thompson and Reed Shepard still. Like I have
So,
high hopes for them too, bro.
so let
I
me
have
ask you
high
a
hopes.
question. Can I ask you a
What's up?
question, briefly?
Yeah, go
I'm
ahead,
gonna
bro.
cut you. I'm gonna ask you a question.
What's up?
So, what by halfway point of the regular season, probably like December, January, what do you have to see from Amon Thompson and Reed Shepard at the lead guard spot for them not to make a trade?
Well, it's a lot of things, Rich. It's a lot of things. First, I don't see 4 turnovers from KD. Steven Adams, Al Pacino with 4 turnovers, Armin Thompson with 4, Tyrese with 4. So when I speak on Armin Thompson and Reed Shepard, it's just like, okay, Fred not gonna be here. Fred. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that they had the capabilities of colliding together and making something happen when his presence ain't been missed. You feel me? Like King was trying to harp on that. Like we ain't gonna miss Fred to a certain degree. I think Larry feel like that to a certain degree. They're trying to say like we have the collective order with the young guys to really develop into something real, you know, and it's the opportunity to do that. So if we talking about coming into December, it has to look real bad. Like Reed Shepard has to look like Jalen Green off the bench consistently. And in the starting lineup, you're playing with a different, you know what I'm saying, group of guys that's elite. So his numbers might look differently. But how is he getting them numbers? Is he aggressive? Is he playing defense? Can he hold his own? Can he make plays? Can he make decisions? Stop picking up his dribble like he's Jabari. That you know, you don't want Jabari dribbling, keeping the ball alive. You know what I'm saying? We seen Sage trying to strip him at half court. He had to go back and get it. You feel me? So you don't want Reed Shepard in that predicament. You want him to be real fluid, you know what I'm saying, with the handles tight, and Armin Thompson as well. I don't feel like Armin Thompson is a natural point guard, but we drafted him to be a guard. That's what he's been doing all his life. But NBA is a different level. But I'm okay with him making mistakes. I'm okay with this team making mistakes because I feel like that's going to be the key of us, you know, getting better as a team, making the mistakes early on. So at the end of the day, Rich, I just feel like if Reed Shepard looking like ass, like I said, like Jalen Green off the bench inconsistently, he ain't up to par, and he just come off the bench, then yeah, it's time to say something or help him out. You know, I wouldn't necessarily say trade him. Tyrese, yeah, we can talk about that, but I still feel like Tyrese should have did better, and Armin Thompson had a good first half, but something just happened. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it was a totality of him playing defense on Shea, trying to make decisions. I think it is. Matter of fact, fuck that. It is. It was a big factor. Him making decisions, him being an overall player, it was a heavy duty, and I expected it. You know what I'm saying? Like he's in the 3rd year, asked to be something different in year 3. Year 1, he was asked to be a dark spot. Year 2, he asked to be a wing and then come off the bench for Jabari, then end up replacing Jabari. And then, you know, be first team out defense. Defense was his year last year. This year, we asked him to be a point guard. So when I asked the question, is it going to take away the defense of Armin Thompson being a point guard because he has to make these decisions? Niggas don't even want to hear me. I'm asking legitimate questions. I'm asking these players because I watch them just like we watch them. Iron sharp as iron. So I necessarily, if we goddamn 10 seed, Rich, we got to make a move type shit.
Oh hell yeah, I agree. Tennessee, yeah, hell yeah. You got to make a move, bro.
But I mean, are they gonna make a move? I mean, if you that bad at 10 seed and you got KD and you know you don't have Fred VanVleet, Dorian Finney-Smith, we don't know when he's gonna come back. Tyrese and looking like, you know what I'm saying, whatever he is, the inconsistency as far as the offense, and we ain't the same defensive team. I know this is a different look because we playing OKC. It could be different playing against Detroit. Now, if we look like this against Detroit, now we got a problem. Or if we look like this against, you know what I'm saying, in this 20 game span, look like this in that 20 game span, yeah, you know what I'm saying, it's some problem. But at the same time, I still see the light at the end of the tunnel with this team, bro. They still have some work to do, and they can get better, bro. They can get better.
Hey, so do you think anybody, not looking for a particular player or anything like that, but do you think you can actually improve during the season at becoming a better point guard? Because my thing is, we already leaning toward, yeah, we need to fix the Fred situation or whatever, right? Him not being here, but this the Western Conference, and like it's hard. I mean, I don't think we're in a situation as a team to dig a hole for ourselves, but it could happen. So I think if we at a 5th seed and it's still looking kind of clunky out there or whatever, just all murked up or whatnot, there's no like cohesiveness, or it just looks bad like it did last night, I think we should still probably make a move.
Yeah. I mean, you know, if we looking like, I mean, you know what I'm saying, I already made my statement about as far as championships and things like that. So if we still on the championship mission, you have to move some things around. Now, if they don't make a move, they on some development shit. They still on trying to see what player is worth what. Is Reed Shepard ready to replace Fred VanVleet going into year 3 when he has all the opportunity in the world to replace Fred right now? You know what I'm saying? Him and Armin Thompson in the backcourt, the backcourt of the future. But it's a hiccup because it's game 1. And like I said, everybody had their mistakes, you know, from the coaching and you know what I'm saying, going down to KD and Steven Adams, whoop whoop. So at the end of the day, they can still get better. But Larry, if we 5th seed, and you know, I'm not mad at how we are because I know what we're missing. Like, it's the ones that feel like we still be, you know what I'm saying, should be a championship level team. And I feel like we're not there yet until these 2 players in the backcourt and everybody else involved get better. Period. Like, I have to see it. I said we wasn't no championship team last year. We won 52 games. You know what I'm saying? I stood on that, but at the same time, I didn't feel like we can be that serious. I said I didn't want to see you go to state in the first round, but bring that ass here. You know what I'm saying? No Diddy shit. But I ain't scared, you know what I'm saying? Because I believe in the young players, but at the same time, I know if we prepared and we're not ready yet. You know, it's still a young group.
No, fact. I don't feel like it's another team like OKC in the Western Conference, bro. So on that standpoint, I think we're good as far as competing. That's why I feel like we can still get to the Western Conference Finals. I say a championship this year, but by the midway season, I might have to change my predictions on that. But as far as getting to the Western Conference, it's not another team that presses the ball like OKC. So I think we're gonna be good in that standpoint. But at the end of the day, you gotta in order to beat the champs, man. In order to get to the next level, you gotta beat the champs, bro. So I just feel like going forward, they just gotta. You could tell yesterday it looked like game 1, not playing with each other, but still trying to get familiar with each other. If that makes sense. That's what it looked like.
It makes a lot of sense. It's game 1. You know what I'm saying? If we would have won, I still would have felt like we could have done better. You know what I'm saying? It was an ugly win for us. You don't think OKC looked like, man, it was an ugly win, man. We went to double overtime. Them niggas ain't had no point guard. You know what I'm saying? They was just going with the flow. You know what I'm saying? Predicating they shit on defense. You know what I'm saying? That's their motto. OKC was number 1 defense last year. You think I'm finna shit on that? I know what they capable of. That's why I feel like the Rockets can get better. You said we're not gonna see the OKC every night. Shea not gonna. I mean, Armin Thompson not gonna be guarding a Shea level player every fucking night. Dorian Finney-Smith, when he come back, he said, "I'm gonna take that pressure off of you, young blood." You know what I'm saying, my G? I'm gonna take that pressure off of you. You ain't gotta guard the best player every fucking night. You know why? Because we want you to develop and get your mind clear as being a point guard, being a facilitator, understanding the game. You know, so when I say that, you know, no Fred, point guard duties on his shoulder, Armin Thompson. No Dorian Finney-Smith, Tyrese play like shit. Not Armin Thompson catching cramps on defense. Like, at the end of the day, bro, this team is gonna have to be formidable. They're gonna have to come together, and we can really see what this team is made up of. But
hey, yo, anybody got a timetable on DFS?
I haven't seen anything yet, Laro. They say he behind schedule. So probably I'm gonna give him another 2 weeks. That's what, about 5 games or some shit like that. I give him,
Yeah, that's about 5. Yeah, that's about 5 games.
5 games. Yeah.
What's wrong with this? His ankle or something?
They said he's been dealing with an injury since he was in Brooklyn. You know, he played through it with the Lakers, and he had surgery in the off season to get, you know what I'm saying, to clear some shit up to get back. So now he's just in rehab and trying to get up to game speed. But you know, KD had a surgery on his wrist, on his thumb or some shit, so he had to have some surgery. Jason Tate had to have some surgery on the same issue with Dorian Finney-Smith dealing with. So we got to get healthy. We have to get healthy, and you know what I'm saying, most of all, Fred VanVleet going down with the biggest of them all, injury, ACL. So we dealing with all that, and we trying to make things work and figure something out with the point guard. Now, if we want to go for the gusto, yeah, trade Tyrese and trade, you know what I'm saying, if niggas feel like you should trade Reece Shepard, I'm not saying that, but if you feel like that, and because we on championship or bust mode, then we got to do that. But I feel like we shouldn't do that, because you just let them play it out, especially that punk ass Tyrese. You talking all that shit, and we gonna see what you work. Hey, really, I don't see what that nigga work, bro. You know, I fought with Tyrese, bro. I told I ain't want that. I thought that nigga gonna buy in, bro. And then when we was up there on the panel, Rich, I'm like, man, hey, something ain't right. Nigga acting a little sassy. Something ain't right. And you called it out too, bro. So, like, at the end of the day, business is business. So he gonna have to show it, bro. And I believe in him, bro. I still believe in Tyrese. But what I seen last night, the nigga act like he on a different mission. I didn't see the Tyrese that I fought with. I seen another nigga, and I don't like that nigga.
Man, that nigga raised his skirt up. He raised his skirt up and showed what he got, bro. Hey, look, man, you show, hey, bro, listen. You can say what you want to say about giving niggas opportunity and chances, but if you got hoe in you and it come out you, that's what you is to me. I'm just being real. I don't give a damn what the circumstance. You can be mad all you want about your money, but if you're a man, you're going to handle that shit like a man, bro. You ain't going to come out and prove your worth. You ain't going to come out and wet the fucking bed and acting like you don't understand what's basketball. Hell no, nigga. No, hell no. I'm old, nigga. I don't fuck all that. You pull up your skirt, either you got balls or you ain't. There it is. And you take what you want to take from. So he showed me what he got. I don't believe in the nigga no more. He got to prove. He got to beat my head in all year, showing his ass on that court for me to change my mind. Fuck out that, bro.
Hey, man, you out? You already out on Tari, bro? J-Dog, you out on Tari?
You expose yourself, bro. When you listen, bro. I ain't
Pull
one
the
of these
skirt up,
niggas
Rick.
you
Pull the
gotta keep
skirt
on
up.
showing
Exposing
me
stuff.
you a hoe, bro. If you like, you ain't gotta keep showing me a hoe. I see the hoe come out you one time. Oh, you got that hoe shit. You okay? Bet that. I'm done with you. I ain't gonna say I don't like you no more, but I'm gonna say I'm gonna stay clear of you because you can show you got bitch in you, bro. That's how I feel about it. That's real life to me, bro. You expose yourself, you show you on. Yeah, pressure do people different, bro. But one thing about you, the character of you, he's gonna show what kind of nigga you work. When pressure hits you, is you worth a damn or you not, bro? Is you built like that or you not? When adversity hit, he's gonna make a man or a bitch out you. So fuck all that, bro. He gotta show me, bro. He gotta show me over and over again too. You know what I'm saying? So he's still a young guy. I know he's still developing mentally. So maybe it's a flaw in his development that he might have to, change courses in. But so I kind of give him a little grace on that. But hey, once a hoe, always a hoe to me, bro. They're gonna be real with you. Give a fuck about that other shit.
Hey, let me ask y'all this, or for J-Dog and Greenleaf. This is just a question. Now, this ain't.
I'm old school, bro. I know nowadays people don't think like that, but I do. That's how I see, bro. It ain't served me wrong yet, bro. I'm 49.
Let me ask y'all a question for you and Greenleaf. This is just a question. I ain't, not the partial argument or debate, but I do want to make a point after the question. But my question is this: do you think he did it intentionally, had a bad game, or do you think it was just his mental just failed him because he can't sustain the pressure of whatever it was he was trying to live up to?
Bro, both. I don't think he intentionally went out there, but I think he intentionally want to show that he on some man, my bad, bro. But yeah, I don't think it's the fact that he went out there like that, but he's so in his own head of proving Not playing as a team, not thinking, okay, man, we gotta get this win, bro. You know, I'm gonna do whatever, I'm gonna do what I can. He out there, I'm gonna prove I'm better, I'm good, I'm top 100, I'm in the top 100, bro. He on some selfish shit, bro. That's what the fuck I think. And it's in his head that he got a contract coming up. He got to show what he could do. He got to show it's not about the team with him, bro. And that shit seeked out. It's seeked out at media day. It's seeked out during the training camp. You know what I'm saying? He played good in preseason. He played decent. But, bro, then it came out when after his contract and shit. He ain't signed the contract and shit. He moping around looking retarded at the goddamn at the press conference before game 1. Like, no, bro. He's selfish and he acting like a fucking diva, bro. Because he didn't get what he probably thought he should have got.
Okay, what about you, Greenleaf?
Did he intentionally play like shit? Nah, I would say intentionally play like shit, but I know he's well aware of his surroundings. I know he's well aware of the moment. Hey, bro, we cooked Jalen Green all last year. Well, I wouldn't say we, certain niggas. You feel me? I had my take in it as far as what I had to say about Jalen, the inconsistency. You know what I'm saying? The off-court shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, bringing up what are you dealing with off the court. I don't know what Tyrese is dealing with off the court, but I'm not finna blame that because I don't know what he's dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to say like, oh, he was mentally blocked because he was thinking about that contract shit over with. You made those decisions. It wasn't on your mama. It wasn't on your agent. It wasn't on Raphael Stone. It was on you. You had to say, yes, I agree. So that's on you. Now he a Twitter boy. He go on Twitter and read shit. You know, he was quiet as a mouse all summer until he wasn't in top 100. Now all of a sudden he got something to fucking prove. Like nigga, you with us. The fuck? Like what you worried about? If we about championships, be about championship with this team. Don't worry about what the outside niggas say. So that let me know you on a different mission, bro. Like I ain't got no smoke with. Well, I do got smoke with Tyrese. How you think he feel, EL? Question back at you.
That was really a question. Like I said, I have. I'm not a definitive thinker person when it comes to things like that because I have to put my options all on the table and say it could be this, it could be that, it could be that. That's just how my mind works. I really can't do no more than that. But the one thing I could say, if y'all came to me and y'all said, "Hey, I think he intentionally," well, let me do this. If y'all say, "Hey, look," like what Greenleaf said, basically y'all said the same thing, that he was being selfish and he was trying to do too much. Okay, now to me, that's a correctable mistake. If his mindset is fixed on being the best he can be, if his mindset is on being something that he's not by trying to prove something, then he's gonna fail, and then he need to go because you're eventually gonna fail if that's your mindset. And the third thing is, if his mindset was, I'm gonna show y'all that y'all need me, he didn't do a good job of it. Now, the reason why that's important is because when Kobe went out and Kobe said, I'm gonna show y'all that I need y'all to do what I need y'all to do, Kobe went out and made a statement, and they had to do what he needed them to do. So it's just a difference between players. Now I don't have a definitive answer on which one I think he was doing intentionally or not intentionally or whatever. But I can say that when Kobe went out and Kobe said, "Hey, I'm not going to take these shots. I'm going to show y'all that when I tell y'all to do something, y'all need to do it." It made a statement. When Tari went out,
if that's the case, then the answer is both. The answer is both. He could have some personal agenda because we know he has a personal agenda. Yeah, I mean, we all know that, right?
But whatever,
that ain't no narrative. He has his personal agenda. He want to prove himself. He wants to be that nigga.
But what he
wants to bet on himself.
Didn't prove his point. That's my point. What he
Yeah. That's what I'm getting at. So if he made that decision, then it's already starting out bad for this nigga. Yeah. And then if you saying he can't be mentally heavy and understand the situation on night-to-night basis, like that's gonna be bad for him at the end of the season because you betting on yourself. You betting on yourself when you could have just got this 17 and could have been stable. So now I ain't got no sympathy for the nigga. You got to prove every night-to-night basis. I ain't looking at Reed Shepard. We still got 2 more years to pay that nigga. Ahmed Thompson, we know what he's capable of. LP got paid. Jabari got paid. So the nigga that I'm looking at that took the out was Tyrese. That's what I'm on, bro. That's just what I'm on.
I'm gonna say this, bro. To your point, You know, you invoking Kobe was nasty work, bro. Kobe had already proved itself, bro. You feel me? Kobe had already proved himself. He already had a track record. He already had a resume, bro. That his way worked. So when he went and did this shit and passed the damn ball and didn't take no damn shot, bro, that was look, bro. That's Kobe Bryant. This nigga ain't proved nothing in the NBA yet, bro. He ain't proved. That's my point, bro. He ain't proved shit. That's why I say you show me who
Yeah,
you
hey,
are,
yeah, I
bro.
don't know why you, I don't
No,
know why
Come on.
you brought up Kobe, bro.
no,
I don't know why
Yeah,
you brought up
nigga,
Kobe.
yeah,
I'm
man.
just saying, man,
I think that's
Goddamn
why
Kobe
that's
Bryant,
why
nigga.
you ran over that statement, you know what I'm
no,
saying?
I'm
Yeah.
saying
Kobe
the
my
reason I brought it
Kobe
up
my guy.
was
So anybody attached to that name, I ain't trying to,
no,
you know what
but
I'm
the
saying?
reason
Ain't
I
nobody
brought
gonna be Kobe or Jordan, so I don't even know.
the reason I
Say
brought it up
Kawhi,
was
Tyrese ain't got the cachet, bro.
say another nigga in his
no,
range
I
that's
can't.
that's
Shit,
that's
I
different.
nigga,
can't
Ron
because my
Harper or some
point
shit.
my point was the exact same thing that J Dog saying. If you did it intentionally to prove a point, when Kobe did it, he made his point. The reason you didn't make your point was because you should have did the other thing. You should have came out and proved yourself instead of proving that we need you. And I'm
Right.
making the same point that J Dog is
And
making
the
right
point
now.
is he
That's
ain't
why I
Kobe
brought up
though.
Kobe.
He not Kobe.
I
We
get
not
that.
looking at him as the Kobe. We looking at him as the role player off the bench, the igniter, the sixth man.
The
Six
nigga,
mans are important too. They get
And,
awards, they get accolades.
they do.
and you know what? It's no way that he did it intentionally or whatnot. It just has to be probably the pressure, and it's not just the pressure.
He
And
put it
bro,
on himself.
DFS get back and a Kogi, bro. They already telling you they got your replacements already, bro. So you,
That's real
Oh,
talk.
so the signs was already there when the
That's real.
signings. The signs was
Well,
already there.
shit. They
Jabari
should have
got
signed.
signed. They signed DFS. They brought in the Kogi. So the signs was already there, right?
Well, he should have signed the deal then. Goof ass nigga. Should have signed the damn deal. Shit. You played yourself, nigga. Now your body got to hold up. Your play got to hold up. And you're a bench player playing behind a proven DFS, playing behind Jabari with KD in the lineup with him. You nigga, all odds against you, bro.
And they still protecting this nigga not playing back to backs. The fuck
Come
out my
on,
face.
bro. Come on, you can't be that goddamn idiotic, bro. I mean, come on, man. Like the writing on the wall. What y'all just said with a Kogi, with the insurance policies that they signed, bro, in the off season. That evidently they must have knew something about what Tari Eason probably been giving them this kind of energy. Like he wasn't gonna take no lesser deal type of energy, bro.
Yeah, they probably insulted J Dog.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He coming in the summertime, you about to sign Jabari. You got Jabari like me. Tyrese, come here, boy. Come here, come up in here, man. We got something for you.
Right.
Hold the fuck up. What the fuck am I in negotiation with your ass for? Like, what am I negotiating? We know your worth. So now you okay. You on that type of time, Tyrese? Okay, bet that. Okay. Come here, DFS. You want to come and play with Ime Udoka? Okay, bet that. Kogi, we got Kogi. Jason Tate, you good? You got okay. So you got three niggas that can play the same thing that he can do. Now we all understand that Tyrese is another level, but he is going to be reaching. He's going to be 25 when that contract is being handed to him. Whether that's $20 million plus that he wanted, I don't know the numbers yet. As far as what he wants, I know what the Rockets was trying to get. I'm talking about what he wants. So if that wasn't his standard, then that's his problem. Nigga,
Hey, yo, real talk. Who's paying somebody $20 million to do what he does, bro? Come off the bench like that. I mean, if you can name one, it'll be new to me. I mean, with the last guy could have been like Iguodala or somebody like that. I mean, come on, man. Who paying that kind of money for a guy like that, bro? And he's not Andre Iguodala, by the way. But I'm just saying. I mean, who paying $6 million, $20 million, $20 million, bro?
I always called him Jay McDaniels off the bench. The nigga from Minnesota, his boy, he grew up in Seattle. They play the same type of way. The difference is Jay McDaniels is an actual starter. Now, eventually, Tyrese might become a 3 starter. You know, KD out the way, and like we seen in Game 1 of the preseason, when all them the core 5 that we have left, you know, starting. So we, you know what I'm saying, that was a blueprint to what we was capable of. But this nigga want to make shit hard. Like if Reed Shepard come next year and say, nah, I don't want that contract y'all give me. I might have a problem with his ass too. Like, nigga, hey, bro, you ain't showed me nothing. Like, we in a different era. I mean, we in a different mode, bro. Like, we on some win shit. And the only nigga that came in that was on some win shit was Armin Thompson. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had to shift their game. LP had to prove himself under Ime Udoka. Jalen, Jabari. You feel me? Armin Thompson ended up taking Jabari Smith's spot after he came back from his injury. And we was a good team when Jabari went down. But you can't deny the player that Armin Thompson was coming into the bitch. Like, you couldn't deny it. I couldn't argue with Larry last year and say, oh yeah, well, we was arguing, but you know, I couldn't deny the level of play that Armin Thompson was becoming. You know, but this year is different. This year is different.
A quick
Hey,
list.
Green. Hey, but on some real shit, that's when he was in a more natural role, bro. In the NBA, bro, just because you play point guard your whole life, because you've been more athletic, hell, you the top athlete in the league right now. But that don't mean you can play point guard in the NBA, bro, because these guys are so skilled and their mental fortitude is just something serious when it comes to their preparedness. Bro, they can prepare for your speed, bro, and your ability. But if you can't shoot, you one leg down, bro. You feel me? So that's what I'm saying. Like you can have all that ability, all that athleticism. If you can't keep the defense honest, by being able to shoot from distance, all I'm gonna do is back up off you, bro. It's just like a dude that it can't run routes. All the thing he can do is go deep. What you do? You keep your safety, goddamn me, 20, 30 yards off the ball, bro. All he can do is go deep. He ain't gonna go across the middle. He's scared. So you keep your safety deep, and you ain't gonna get beat deep. And that's what they're gonna do on Armin, bro. Till he prove he can knock down that three or knock down a mid range constantly, they gonna back up and backpedal off that nigga because they know they can't crowd him in a half court because he gonna go behind.
And that's the truth. And that's the truth. I do that to niggas that can't shoot, or I have questions if they can knock down that three. I'm gonna bag up. I don't want that nigga going downhill. But Armin Thompson couldn't even realize if I just go at you, you bagging up down there at the free throw line, you daring me to shoot. That's all the space for me to gather up and go at your head. You know what I'm saying? So I hope Armin Thompson get that, you know what I'm saying, perspective of the game. Like, you don't have to settle for the three. You know what I'm saying? I had complaints. I was complaining about Jabari. I don't want that nigga shooting 1 for 8, going for the gusto. So that's even more with Armin Thompson. I don't want Armin Thompson shoot 7 threes, bro.
I was gonna say the same thing. You said it earlier though. When they back up off you like that, if you Reed Shepard and they back up off you, and you, what I'm saying is, if you a slow player and they back up off you, okay, you just effed over right then. But if you Armin Thompson and they back up, I'm just gonna run into you full speed. I'm gonna run full speed and I'm gonna jump and glide through the air. Yeah, you got to go ahead and foul me. Now, even Jalen Green, you back up. If Jalen Green having a bad shooting night and you back up off of him, you got him beat because he can't take the contact. He can't take the contact in the air. His core ain't strong enough. But if I'm Armin Thompson and I'm like, I'm a physical specimen, and I know that when I get in the air, you bump me, it's not gonna affect my shot. Back up if you want to. I'm coming full speed, fast as I can go. I'm gonna gather. I'm gonna jump from wherever I'm at, and you're gonna have to foul me or get dunked on. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, but the spacing ain't what now for him to even just get a whole lot of it. They made sure that they kept bodies around him even when he did drive, bro. He was driving into a crowd. They didn't respect nobody. They kept somebody glued to Jabari last night, and they kept somebody on KD. You know, LP was the guy they left open, and Armin was the guy they left open. And once you touched the paint, they just was collapsing, bro. And they was selling out. And them guys couldn't get kickouts. You know what I'm saying? If they did get a kick out, OKC was just too quick, and they was closing out back to the shooters. Bro, OKC got a hell of a defense. I can't shit on. I can't lie. They got a hell of a defense because they able to pick you up 94 feet. They able to get in the pass lanes, stick with the shooters, collapse the defense in the paint, get back to the shooter, and where they don't have a clean look. So Hey man, we play the top defense in the NBA, so I'm cool with. Look, overall, bro, I'm gonna be real. I think we're gonna be fine, but we gotta talk about our
No,
miscues, and we gotta talk about
we
our
have to, bro.
weaknesses. Yeah,
Facts,
we gotta talk
facts. We
about this
got
shit.
to. That's why we
You know
got
what
to talk
I'm saying?
about Reed Shepard. I don't like some things from Alper Shingun either. You know what I'm saying? He was waiting, hesitant, you know what I'm saying, and cooking. Like I said, their assist rate was going to take away his offense as far as being a scorer. So LP, they was just giving the ball to him. You know what I'm saying? Like he KD. And it was working, but it didn't get us to the promised land. You know what I'm saying? Like they were still looking for KD to save the day. So you know the impact of the game if certain players go out. But LP had a great game, bro. He had a great game, man. At the end of the day, I hate that we lost because it ruined the moment. You feel me? It ruined the moment. I think Armin Thompson had a good start on SGA. Only 8 points after that in the first quarter. You know, that's another detail that we have to elaborate on sometime soon. But overall, I'm not panicking. I'm not panicking at all. I'm upset, you know, with the outcome. But at the end of the day, just like last year, you know what I'm saying, we still capable of being dangerous. We just have to figure out, you know, the mishaps. You feel me? We have to figure out the mishaps. And we got time. We got time to do that, bro. At the end of the day. We got time. But hey man, I'm about to go on here and shut this one down. We 3 hours strong. Hey Reg, you there? Reg, you probably.
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
Hey, I'm about to get ready to shut it down, Reg. What you got on the stream, man? What you got on the next game? What you got, bro?
Just looking forward to the next game, man. Everybody, I was just listening, bro. Everybody made good points. We just have to see. Hopefully, we make adjustments and we can figure everything out in a good amount of time.
I don't know if Greenleaf. I don't know if we can hear him or not. Is Greenleaf glitching out, or that's me?
Nah, go ahead. Yep. Nah, that probably green because I can hear you.
Yeah, hear
Okay.
me?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
hear
we
you.
hear you.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. I was in
Okay.
and out.
I was just gonna say, you know what I mean? Obviously, you know, 5 stream. This is 5 stream in the morning time. Like I said, man, it's good to get it off my chest because you know I was itching. I was like, damn, I was getting that itch, Greenleaf. You know, when you get that itch, like you on that boy, you like, man, I got to get on here and say something. But then you came through, you know what I mean? Let us get it off our chest.
For sure.
Ultimately, it's good to get a different perspective, bro. That's why I asked y'all that question about whether he was doing it intentionally or not, because I didn't really know myself. But we all came to the same conclusion, man. Like it was a good game. It was a good measuring stick, and it opened up everything. Even with KD not, like I said, if KD had it in his mind to say, you know what, I'm just gonna play a regular game. I'm not gonna go nuclear, and you know I'm gonna let these guys see what they can do against this team. You know, without Jalen Green and with me just doing what Jalen Green did, what would they have done? If that was a conscious decision on Kevin Durant and Ime Udoka's part, that was genius because we got to see exactly what we made of without Fred VanVleet and what we're gonna have to look for going throughout the rest of this year. You know, without Kevin Durant carrying their load all by himself or getting us over the hump in any kind of way. Now, with that being said, I gotta make a call to action, man. I gotta make a call to action. I kind of want the Rockets Nation to stand down from just blasting on that, you know, from feeling overly mad or overly aggressive about the double big lineup right now because ultimately that's what kept us in the game. I'm standing on that soapbox. That double big lineup kept us in the game. It allowed us to muck up the game for them. Even though they was a better defense, it was hard for them to continue with our size and just the strength, the brute force and the strength. You even saw, you know, players just getting hyped up over getting a foul. Like Isaiah Hartenstein fouled Steven Adams, and he was hyped up because he got into the position to where he could foul and get a jump ball. That just shows how dominant we was in the interior. And I think for right now, that's one of our strongest weapons. We need to be glad that we have that. And you know, I mean, it don't look good, but this ain't the look good basketball. This is winning basketball. We trying to cultivate over here.
Okay, so he didn't look pristine. Okay, so he didn't look pristine as well, bro. They escaped us. They escaped us too. I mean, they came out with the dub, credit to them, but let's not act like OKC figured it out too. They got their flaws just like they could have been upset in the finals too. Like, let's not act like OKC is just pure. Like they good. They're a great team. They won a championship. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, but at the same time, they can be had if you play the right way. You got to bring your A+. And one nigga a year didn't bring his A game. And you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Hey, J-Dog, what do you do, J-Dog? What you got, J-Dog?
Yo, I'm back, bro. Yeah, hey man, shit. Look, man, we gonna get on that Tariq and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because until he proved that he worth the contract that they didn't give him, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I ain't hear the numbers yet, but we gonna see. He damn sure the numbers gonna get leaked. But with that being said, bro, we got a lot to do on offense, bro. We got to figure things out, bro. Fred ain't coming through that door no time soon, so we got to figure it out with what we got. We got to dance like one of my old coaches used to say, bro. We got to dance with shit with who brought us here. You got to dance with who brought us here, bro. So I mean, this is what we got to deal with. So we got to work these dudes. Armor, Reed, they got to figure it out, bro. You know what I mean? So we can't be looking for Fred. We can't be looking for a savior, bro. The savior got to be in the room right now. You feel me? And they got to look each other eye to eye, bro. Like, we could have played better. Tari got to face them demons, bro. You ain't signed the deal. You feel me? You got to deal with that. Now you got to deal with this ridicule that you never had probably your whole career. You feel me? You got this pressure now. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to deal with it, bro. This is what you asked for. So but overall, bro, this team is gonna be fine. I like our fight. I like our resiliency. We didn't play very smart throughout the game. You know what I mean? But as far as the effort, it was there. I didn't see the effort from Tari Easton except for that one block on SGA. But overall, the effort was there from the team. Even Reed Shepard, the effort was there, bro. He's not quite there yet. He's not there yet. You know what I mean? And we knew that going into the season. But we gonna be fine,
okay.
bro.
It's okay though. It's okay, right? It's okay for Reed Shepard and Thompson.
It's this year too, bro. You can't put that kind of pressure and expect for him to come out. And that's why all that, he had a good game against OKC at the end of the year last year. All that old shit, that shit don't mean nothing to me, bro. Like, that's why I used to laugh when people say that shit. But because I know he had one good game, but you gotta put string games together. But all I'm saying is to say this, bro. This team needs to play together. They need to figure it out on offense and on defense. They need to communicate more because there's a lot of miscommunications on defense, a lot of lapses, a lot of overplaying, and wasn't nobody covering their man on the back door, and all type of shit that I didn't like. So with that, people got to figure out what the rotation's gonna be. You got them bigs out there like that, bro. Somebody got to come back to the goddamn ball other than just KD. Like, goddamn. You got Armor down there by his damn self taking the ball. Like, shit like that. Like, all them little kinks like that gonna get worked out as they play more with each other, as they figure out things, look at film and shit like that. They'll get better. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm gonna land on that, bro. We gonna be fine. The West is so tight. It's so strong this year. We can't give away games, bro. You just can't do that shit.
Nah, yeah, that's a fact. We almost had the edge, J-Dog. We almost had them. We almost had them, bro. But it is what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? Salute to OKC for getting the dub. You seen that nigga Jeremy pulled up the Oklahoma City nigga dude. He was in the chat early on.
He talking shit.
He wasn't talking shit. He was, you know what I'm saying? He was standing on his own. He ain't say no crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? But he pulled up. But you know what I'm saying? I want that action. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to call no nigga bitch ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that too often. I get cranked up. But y'all my dogs. You know what I'm saying? So if I can, it's only certain niggas that give me in the element. You feel me? You, Rich, King, Laro try to get me into the element, but I know what y'all doing. You feel me? I know y'all trying to make me talk, say the shit that you really want to hear. But it ain't no personal shit going on for me. You know what I'm saying? If I said some shit out of line, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Nigga, don't do that to me if you want me to, you know what I'm saying, get to the level. I can go on demon time if I want to. You know what I'm saying? I can go demon time if I want to. But with this basketball shit, bro, Rockets, we gonna be all right, y'all. Hey, Rockets Nation, exclusive family, we're gonna be all right, bro. We're gonna be all right. It's just the one hiccup. Like I said, we lost every game, every preseason or every season opener. And this is probably the biggest season opener of it all in the rebuild of the Rockets, having KD, no Fred VanVleet. So I mean, you know, we gotta work it out, bro. We gotta sort out some things. Calling Reshep a trash. I don't believe that. Just get a nigga some rep. You know, and you know, he ain't there yet. You know what I'm saying? He ain't there yet. He ain't there yet. At the end of the day, he ain't there yet. And we want him to get there. You feel me? So, hey man, y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. It's your boy Greenleaf exclusive, man. Got my boy J-Dog. Everybody salute y'all for pulling up. It's your boy, man. I'm out here, fam. Peace. Peace. Hold up. Fuck this shit. Hold up. Turn this shit up. Turn this shit up real quick. Hey, if y'all still in the building, man, hold up. I just seen some shit from Brian Windhurst. Real quick, and I'm out this motherfucker. So Brian Windhurst, I just glanced at my shit. He said that from what he understand, the Houston Rockets made a strong offer. It was in excess of $100 million. Brian Windhurst said this shit. You mean to tell? Hold on. Oh hell no. Nah. You mean to tell me this nigga Tyrese turned down $100 million? And it was probably for 5 years. Bro. Oh my God. And see, y'all, hey man. This nigga turned down $100 million? Who the fuck this nigga think he is? Even if it's a 5-year deal, 5-year scenario, $100 million is $100 million. Yeah, bro. He got an agenda. 100 for 5 is still 20 a year, bro. Yeah, bro. Tyrese, you get your bitch ass cooked. I'm out here, man.